yesterday, what they did yesterday, I think by the end of today, there could be a possibility that Genesis All Star comes in close to AXA Dream Team or anyone that is in rank number 15. Granted, if they do it does it well, right? I wouldn't expect them to be able to climb up in the ranks, but shave it close enough just so that they can overtake next week.
So you have a head up to Genesis All Star overall.
I really think
alright.
that they could be able to continue doing what they did best, because week 1 was like their weakest week. Week 2 was okay-ish, but yesterday was great.
Yeah, that's right. So what about you, Shadow? After some warm up after week 1 and week 2?
I mean, after week 1 and week 2, and right now, judging from yesterday's game, like what Abstract said, there's a lot of teams that can squeeze through it, and everyone has a decent amount. But today is possibly everyone's game right beneath top 12, because every team has a chance still. There's 3 more days. There's more points to be getting with, but they have to still remember that in the last 3 days, I don't think passive gameplay is the right play over, like in these last few days. It's a very crucial point for these players to actually get more and more points to actually secure themselves on top 12. But in other sense, Genesis All Star, definitely I saw them did really, really well. I was expecting them to be more aggressive on terms of some team fights, and so as well some more third party action going on between, like, since week 1 till now. So I don't see it. I mean, Genesis All Star definitely have a chance to like squeeze through and eventually get themselves top 12, but the other teams are kind of hungry as well from the way they play, like auto knockout. Even though they're still at the top, they are still pretty hungry for points and for more wins. So you don't have to see how this plays off.
Yeah, you know why? Because even in late stage, they actually able to have a chunk of the total prize pool of 50,000 USD. They actually got something from the late stage as well. So why not, right? When you are like AKO, you're like at the top 3. Why not I fight for the top 1 and then get the biggest chunk in late stage? So by the way, before we are starting the whole thing and the whole game today, now we are going to go to all the schedule, gameplay, and player's name. Let's go. All right, so we have a total overall different lining in Group A, B, and C respectively in this week, because we have 2 disqualified players. Teams already get out from this tournament of FFTC. So now we have brand new grouping in Group A: Eclipse, Baby Argon, LCMY Gregory. They are one of the rising stars right now. Legend Rumble as well. Even though they played really well yesterday, but they really have to catch up the points a little bit today. And 4X-Men Esport as well in Group A. And in Group B, we can see AV Elite. Well, they were on fire yesterday, and I hope today they are still playing really well. So I'm expecting more from AV Elite. So all the best. AXA Dream Team in Group B as well. Bloody Hate Group B, Genesis All Star, and No Escape will be the Malaysian team in Group B, fighting against Auto Fighter from Philippines. And not to forget Supreme Assault Forces as well in Group B. In Group C, you can see Auto Knockout, AKO right now is already at top 3. Congratulations. And Raw Squad from Malaysia in Group C as well. LCMY Bosco in Group C, hard to get from Philippines in Group C. This team is definitely group of death, because even the top 2 hard to get, and top 3 is in Group C. And Special Army MY, all the best to you in Group C. All right, not to forget, we would like to remind you once again for this placement point. Whenever you have a gameplay, you got Booyah, you will gain 20 clean point in your pocket. So in second, you will get 17, 13, third will get 15, fourth will get 13, and continuously will get 0 for last. And you'll get 2 points for per kill. All right, this is the schedule in week 3. As you can see, in day 1, week 3, we have Group A versus Group B. In Kalahari and Purgatory, the winner was AV Elite, and another Purgatory is No Escape. As exceptionally, No Escape always got Booyah in Kalahari instead, but this time they got one exceptionally Booyah in Purgatory, and that is really clean because they have like 3 or 4 players left, I remember. So Group B versus Group C in the next series, we have Kalahari winner SAF, and in Purgatory, Bloody Hate got the Booyah. In last series yesterday, we have Group A versus Group C. Okay, sorry. Yeah, production, sorry. All right, Group A versus Group C. In Kalahari, you can see Legend Rumble got the Booyah. And last in Purgatory, we have AKO, our top 3 players got the Booyah in Purgatory. Oh, as well, sorry, in Day 2, we have Bermuda and Purgatory today. All right, we have Team A, Eclipse, Baby Argon, LCMY, Boss, Cool. All right, so I would like to ask some question, Abstract and Shadow, because Baby Argon were not really performing well yesterday, and maybe week 2, second day as well, they are not really performing. So what is that matter, or is that player, certain player that is not performing well, do you think?
Honestly, I think it really boils down to teamwork. It really isn't all about certain players not doing well, because honestly, when it comes to equivalent skills and the way that they play, I feel that Baby Argon as well as Auto Knockout kind of have like the same ish strategy, this kind of the same way of playing. Other than the fact that yes, Auto Knockout does have pretty good marksmanship, they do go around trying to hunt for kills as often as they do for their placement points. All in all, the Baby Argon still have to focus a little bit more about surviving on that part, because Auto Knockout, their other counterpart in some sense, have got pretty good placement points so far, like 202 on placement points and 218 on kill points. So ultimately, it is well balanced. They know that they can go out for the kills, but when it comes to the later stages of the game, they will still prioritize a little bit more of that kills instead of the placement points, because they know that heading up to the first place versus getting all 4 kills of a total squad wipe is a little bit more is less beneficial. So they rather go for the all kills. Baby Argon kind of does the same thing as well, but we hardly, we don't really see them in second place or third place that much. It's either all the way at the top of the leaderboards, or they just get eliminated early in the game. So far, they have
Yeah.
been eliminated pretty early.
Yeah. As yesterday's series, I saw Baby Argon was really one of the team that get annihilated very early of every game almost. So yeah, Baby Argon to really have to catch up a little bit. But well, they were performing well in week 1 and week 2. That's why they are still secure the top 4 right now. So well, as well in Group A, we have LCMY Bosco. This is one of the rising stars. So yeah, let's see what's going to happen in first game later. All right, in another team, we have in Group A, we have Legend Rumble as well, one of the rising stars, and 4X-Men Esport. And in Group B, you can see AV Elite, one of the best team playing yesterday. They were performing really well, so let's see if they can maintain and retain the performance as yesterday. And AXA Dream Team from Philippines, Bloody Hate from Philippines. Genesis All-Star from Malaysia. We have Supreme Assault Forces from Philippines. No Escape from Malaysia. Well, not to forget, we have Group C, Auto Knockout right now at the top leaderboard, and Raw Squad, LCMY Gregory. And then we have Hot to Get, okay, one of the top teams as well, Special Army MY in Group C. All right, this is the overall standing. You can see No Escape is still retained as the king right now in our week 3. They were all the way fighting from game 1, week 1 to today. They are still standing still. So, ladies and gentlemen, all the players, you really have to watch out close to No Escape with 498 points right now standing. And Hard to Get 452 standing with second place. Auto Knockout really performing really well, splendid. And yeah, they have just execute everything they have yesterday, almost gaining 100 points in just one day with 420. And number 4, we have Baby Argon, 377, 4X-Men, 371, Raw Squad, 334. Number 7, AV Elite, congratulations, climbing back to number 7, and they got 325, as I know they have gained almost 100 points as well in just one day yesterday. LCMY Bosco standing with 8 with 308 points. Bloody Hate 305. LCMY Gregory 291. Suprema South Forces 282. Special Army MY 266. Here comes to the lower bracket. Legend Rumble right now 261. Eclipse 255. Pretty close. They are just 6 points away. AXA Dream Team 254, 1 point away from Eclipse. Genesis All Star 183. All the best, Genesis All Star. Okay, this top fragger we can see top one is Batman with 10 kills yesterday. Oh my god. Red Panda 7 kills and Jeff from Gregory 7 kills. AKO 6. AKO another Shura got 6 kills in just one day. Batman is really one of the top. Oh, player to watch is no longer Batman. Right now we have AKO. MRD is player to watch. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, all of our survivors, I bet you really wanted to see who is going to perform as yesterday, good as yesterday, or they are going to, not really performing as yesterday, some of the top team. So right now we have just started the first game. I'll pass the screen to our caster, Abstract and Shadow. Let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are going to be looking at Group A versus B, match number 1, week 3, day 2. My name's Abstract, and with me here is Shadow Banjo, and we are about to be looking at a game right here in Purgatory.
Yes, sir. Re-abstract, and here we go. No, these teams all the way. They have 3 more days to fight themselves for that top 16 spots. But those who are in the top 16, they still have to fight around and maintain those points. They don't want to drop too much, and they don't want to throw that much. But in the end, right now we can see on the overall scoreboards, there is this one team that is 6 points away, which is Legend Rumble. He is going to be playing on this specific group, and you don't want anything to happen between the 16th and the 13th and the 12th. So these two are going to be fighting really, really closely to the abstract. And on the screen, we can see Eclipse Skyzo will be holding on to the members of Ajim. Ajim has been spotted out by Skyzo, but Eclipse is going to be playing the patient route, but shots being fired. Some of them take damage, and Phoenix as well got taken quite a bit of damage. But Skyzo has to be really, really careful as Ajim and Cobra has been firing on him. But they do not know that Phoenix is right behind them. So this is not good at all, abstract, because this is gonna go sideways, either ways, up, down, left, right, and center. Because you have to be careful that some of these teams like to play the box formation, as you can say on Baby Argon. Mostly they play 2-2. They will pinch one squad together, and they do not want to let go of you until your whole squad is wiped away. By abstract, what are we looking at? Because Baby Argon seems to be a little bit more, jumpy, a bit panic on the first game. So I don't know what's happening, abstract.
The way that they have positioned themselves is actually pretty good, right? The only thing is that once they're kind of being pushed against the wall, they are one against all. So they have to be really careful, and they have to watch out for where the opponents really is. But the good thing is, it does seem like we do have a couple of members coming in from Baby Argon that managed to come in right in the nick of time to be able to help their friends. Abela is just going to be getting a kill right on to Cobra, but unfortunately immediately got backstabbed, and the execution is down coming in from Jabat. Phoenix is still trying to look for the prime opportunity to be able to get a kill right down onto the last member of Eclipse, and it does seem like they are able to successfully bring down the entirety of Eclipse. The thing about Eclipse is that they went all in against one person. It's great that they did manage to deal with a Jim, if I'm not wrong. They did manage to knock him down, but unfortunately they suffered like 2 casualties, so they have to buy some time to pick each other up. And by that time, more and more of members coming from Baby Argon is joining into the team fight. So this is something really well done by Baby Argon, because they, Eclipse doesn't have any idea where the rest of Baby Argons are. So they're playing with, tape all over their eyes. The only thing that they have is a pinhole inside, a pinhole on this tape. And the only thing that they can see is just going to be a Jim. Everyone else is a complete mystery. And that would very likely be the reason why they have been swept out from game number 1.
Yep, Supreme Army Forces. This is going to be, going on to AXA Dream Team. Superman dropping till half HP by Garute. Nice shots landing on him. But these two teams are fairly fighting long range. They don't want any, more of a close-up action, but just yet, we can see Wise with the Barrett 50. That is a very painful sniper to do with, ladies and gentlemen, because one shot will take out half of your HP, and you do not want to get shot by a sniper like that. But Supreme Army Forces yesterday, I think they did a pretty splendid job, I can say, Abstract, because they got one booyah on their particular map they usually play on. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was Purgatory, if I'm not mistaken, Abstract. So yeah, like they did really really well. In terms of, because I saw some games yesterday, they were really really aggressive. They know how to play pickoffs. But oh, XA Dream Team getting on to fight with LCMY. Gregory, one of the members, has been dropped down and finished off by Wise himself. The Wise man has finished off 1 kill, so 1 kill on the board for AXA Dream Team right now. 2 of the members from LCMY Gregory is going to be running away. They don't want anything up. They don't want any fights with them because they know that it's one man down advantage and they do not want to do that. But XA Dream Team, Superman with the frags, with the chase right now on the car, scouting the area out. But one of the members from LCMY Gregory as well has been knocked down by one of the members from XA Dream Team. He's going to be picked back up by Biu, almost landing that sniper shot, and Yan is going to be standing by onto the entry points with a really 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 solid shotgun with the M1014, the auto shotty. Right now XGen still firing onto some shots onto LCMI Gregory, and no shots has being landed just yet. Still scoping in. Right now Superman will be taking a route to just make a big flank, or maybe even make a big play, or maybe even make a big push. So Abstract, I don't know what's happening to these teams today, but they are fairly aggressive.
Indeed. I think it really boils down to the positioning and the fact that they managed to catch something out. But when it comes to that, right, it really also really meant on where everyone else is. Like, if your team is kind of spread out everywhere, then it makes some sense to be able to pincer this specific team just so that they can cover every single angle 360 degrees wise. In the meantime, it does seem like LCMY Gregory is finding themselves in a relatively tough position. We do have a frag grenade going to be thrown over by Superman, but unfortunately, I think it was thrown a little bit too far and not being able to zone the enemies the way they wanted to. There was a really good shot coming in from AXA Dream Team against the opponents, but unfortunately, nothing else was laid to rest. No executions whatsoever, but the good thing is they do have a decent amount of zoning tool, as well as the fact that they did manage to make sure that LCMY Gregory is pretty much stuck on the second floor. But, you know, AXA Dream Team didn't really even know that there was someone at the bottom in the level 1 area. They did manage to deal with him almost quickly, and also with that execution. But I think all in all, that would be the rest, and that case is going to be cleared for now. But the rest of AXA Dream Team is going to be immediately rushing right up to the second floor. They did manage to do a decent amount of execution. They really want to get a kill onto LCMY. But Yan will be able to get himself jumping down to the ground floor. Tries to run himself away back into the back into the level 1. But unfortunately, the damage coming in from Wise with that AK-47 was just a little bit too much for him to handle. Even Alok's active skill is not enough for him to heal enough in time, as well as get himself that amount of movement speed. AXA Dream Team gotten themselves with a great round with 4 kills to their name and no casualty.
Yep, and zone has shrink down and it's going to be hurting them a little bit. It's still the first phase of the zone, so it's not going to hurt that much, but it will still definitely hurt as well if you stall later on in the game. But right now, you can see 3 squads right around Pochinok. No, sorry, it's not Pochinok. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, because a little bit stutter right around here, but sorry, Abstract. But yeah, no escape on our screen. Yesterday, the team that did really awesome. They did a splendid amount of, plays. Great, clean cut, and still they are still the number 1 on the league stage, and they do not want to let that go because you have that special prize waiting for you if you are first on the leaderboard. But Blink! CJ has been taken now instantly by Jabat, and Jabat, the man himself, has picked up his slack since yesterday. And right now, they are eliminating people off in the early stage of the game. But right now, as you can see, Baby Argon is going to be on fire. But Jabat almost landed the shots onto Mark, and Mark just hides behind the glow wall, has run away down to level 1 of the compound. Right now, Bloody Head is going to be attempting a head-on fight with Bloody Head, but Blink will get taken down by Cobra. So it's right now down to a 4v2 situation. This is not gonna look good by Cobra. Knocking down the members. Right now, Baby Argon Jabat. What? Why is this happening? Why did they back off? I don't know. Oh, it's a danger zone. Oh my god. This is so unlucky for the Makura.
Oh
It's a
my
kill. Will
god.
finish off. And there we go. Another team has been eliminated out from the game. And Baby Argon just got themselves 8 kills, Abstract. This is not the Baby Argon we see yesterday. This is some different Baby Argon that we are seeing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not wrong regarding the fact that, you know, Baby Argon is kind of like the equivalent of AKO, right? They are aggressive in their own means, and it does seem like they have been pretty good in the previous 2 skirmishes. They managed to go for all team wipe in the first one. They managed to win against Eclipse, if I remember correctly. And number 2, now they have gotten themselves another full squad wipe without a single casualty again. And in the meantime, we are currently looking at the second circle shrinking in, and we'll be advancing into the third circle soon. So during this time, I would be expecting, you know, not that much things going about. So I think that this is a perfect opportunity for us to be to just talk a little bit more about the participating team for bracket A and B. So do note that we will be looking at Eclipse, Baby Argon, LCMY Gregory, Legend Rumble, for X-Men Esports, AV Elite, which we haven't really quite seen that much, AXA Dream Team, Bloody Head, Genesis All-Stars, Supreme Assault Forces, as well as No Escape. 11 teams, and we have a great amount of players that already has been eliminated. Out of the teams that's available right here, who exactly is the team that we should be looking out for?
Oh, we definitely gotta be looking at Baby Argon because they are on fire, Abstract, and so as well. Like as you said, as we mentioned, that Legend Rumble and Eclipse, they are only 6 points away, and Legend Rumble is gonna be still alive, and Eclipse has been taken out. That is not a good look for Eclipse because Legend Rumble might just take their spot on this specific round, even though they die early off in this specific game. They just need 6 kills. I'm just saying, they need 6 kills to their name, and so as well, they'll eventually catch up with Team Eclipse for that 12th spot in the league. And for X-Men Esports on the kill has 1 kill onto their name, but they are a relatively passive team. They don't really go for kills, they just want the placement points, but they are smart. They will go for some third-party fights eventually if they get a chance. And right now, shots being fired. Ones will just back off to safety, and No Escape is the team that will be firing against them. And Manchai is going to be scouting out onto that window through the balcony, and Legend Rumble is nearby as well. Shots being fired. He hears some shots. For No Escape and for X-Men, here's some shots being fired out by Legend Rumble, but they do not want to take the bait because I think that Legend Rumble is trying to bait them. But oh no, Hazik takes a lot of damage from Genesis All-Star, and they do not want any single piece of fights going on. But oh, what a spray coming out from a piece, and Kai just instantly drops. Oh my god, that is the cleanest spray I ever seen in my whole entire life of free fire casting. And here we go, Legend Rumble. Yeah, will be safe as sound, but Kai will be picked up eventually. And I don't know, these teams are stuck right around Pachinok in all these compounds, and Circle has shifted towards there as well. This is the third phase of the Circle, ladies and gentlemen. They do not want any peace. They do not want to stay outside of the zone too much. And oh my god, Frank just finds some shots onto Nga would take a lot of damage as well, and this is not looking good for Legend Rumble because they are in an open zone. That there are tons of windows to work with in their compound. There's a lot of grenades can be thrown in. They have to be careful. But right now, on the crate we have a SKS, a really solid DMR. Good amount of damage is gonna be dealt with. But we have Kai on the arm. Will he get a shot? No, misses just a shot by an inch. Misses another shot by another inch, and this is not looking good. And Kai is just firing on some warning shots to warn Genesis All-Star that they are here to stand their ground. But on outside the screen, you can see 520 will be taking out Hazik. So that's only a knock, ladies and gentlemen. So he won't be taken out just yet. Still will be able to be picked up. So Abstract, all these teams are converging into Pachinok and Factory. So this is a little bit intense. As we can see, AV Elite is going to be going on against Supreme Army Forces, and this is not looking good. Abstract forward with Charles. Oh, that's a nice snipe. That's a nice snipe.
Oh, what? What?
Oh, wow. Okay, Star.
A little bit too much. That was a little bit way too much.
That's a
Yeah,
little
man.
too much.
Chill, man. Chill, buddy. Chill. But either way, it does seem like we do have quite a party here in Pochinok. And, well, this is the perfect opportunity for us to kind of draw the Gideon card and call this
Yeah.
the fatal five-way fight in
Yeah.
Pochinok, right? And
Yep. Ooh.
it doesn't seem like things are gonna be working well for whoever is in Pochinok. The good thing is that, there could still be a possibility that No Escape can escape from this current situation by wrapping outside of the current storm and avoid everyone else who is inside of Pochinok, so that they don't bump into teams after teams after teams. Because if they were to do that, they clear one team, yeah, that's great, but they should be their position should already be revealed. So if they continue their way into the circle right smack in, there is a very, very high possibility that they are just going to be taken out because of, well, they think that, there isn't a lot of people inside of Pochinok.
Yeah, and the fourth circle has been shifted outside of Pachinok, and these teams are all in Pachinok, and they have to move out to an open area which has very less cover. So we're gonna be having a tons of action going on if the circle starts moving, and yes, it will in 1 second. And there we go, circle will be moving in, and No Escape is in a pickle. They have to get out soon as they can, but this All Star will take a fight against Legend Rumble. Nga will be taking a lot of damage. Grenade gets lobbed out downstairs, but nobody there. And Genesis All-Star is going to be surrounding that compound and not letting Legend Rumble come out at all. And they are in a big of a pickle. But as we can see on the mini-map, there is a lot, and I mean a lot of teams are trying to get cover, trying to move out to the circle, to the safe zone. But this is the fourth circle. It will hurt a lot, but Baby gets dropped down instantly.
No.
Jackal will drop McRory, and they are dropping out. They are running out of the house. They are popping glow walls left and right. Don't know where will they be safe though. But 4X-Men will get into a fight with No Escape. There's also one member down already. 4X1 on the screen. Hazik as well gets a kill. Everyone gets a kill, but Baby Archon is still safe from that zone. They are in the compound. They are firing onto the members from all the sides of the map. And we can on the screen, we can see Genesis All-Star will eventually kill off Legend Rumble. They will be on 8th place. And 7 teams left alive, ladies and gentlemen, right now. Ooh, Star with the nice step again onto Hazik. This is going crazy with him. Oh, he gets another one. Oh my god, but the rest of his teammates have been knocked down. Baby Argon is just cleaning up the kills that they are just cleaning up the kills that the Star just knocked, and this is going insane. And now Jim will get the kill on the last gang onto the Genesis All-Star members, and Maniacs with the double kill on with the grenade launcher. Haziz gets taken away, but Maniacs will eventually get killed off by the players of 4X-Men. Is eliminated from the match, and Baby Argon is just going ham on these teams. 3 teams left alive. Baby Argon with 13 kills to their names already. Phoenix spraying down onto the glow with the LMG. Will he get the kill onto one of the members from X Dream Team Action? In a little bit of a trouble, but once is going to be trapped outside of the circle. Right now, circle shooting in. One is still in a pickle, and all these players have to work with is only glow walls. Right now, shots being fired by Superman as well. Is going insane, but 4X-Men gets eliminated by a Jim, and this is down to 4v3 fight. But oh no, one of the members has got taken out, so it's a 3v2 fight, and this is not looking good for Baby Argon, as Phoenix has to back away. And this is really not looking good for Baby Argon, as Wise is going to be lobbing out a grenade onto the members, onto Baby Argon. Now Jim will get knocked out eventually. It's all left to finish the 1v3 situation. Circle is shrinking in. Wise will get knocked out by a Jim. Phoenix is going to be pushing in onto the players, and Glow being popped, and Zen will get dropped down as well. No! Superman into a 1v1 situation. Glow being popped. Superman dropping really low. Get the kill!
No!
Get the kill!
Oh my god!
It's a Dream Team, and Baby Argon will get the booyah for themselves in a very, very close fight with 23 HP in the Dream. Abstract.
It's a dream!
Oh my god.
It is a dream! It's
Holy.
a 1v3 clutch!
Holy
1v3 clutch!
cow.
Holy!
Oh my god, that has to be one of the best matches for Baby Argon. Look at that.
No!
Look
no!
at that score. Look at that score, Abstract. Oh my
No!
god. XA Dream Team just threw I think they just threw the fight as well. They shouldn't have just pushed in just like that and leave an open ground for Phoenix. Oh my God, Abstract, that was some intense action, Abstract. I have to say. Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
mean, honestly, I can't really say anything about this game. This is absolutely insane. Baby Argon going straight in with an 8-kill spree right smack in the early stages of the game. When it comes to the fourth or fifth circle just rushing in, they have collected so much kills thanks to a gym. And not to forget, even with that 1 versus 3 clutch. 1 versus 3 clutch, ladies and gentlemen. And they have scored themselves a total of 52 points. The thing is, I'm looking at this very objectively and very differently because AXA Dream Team, they don't really care much about collecting wins against Baby Argon, right? Because they themselves collecting 43 points for themselves is great enough for them to try to rush themselves and push themselves up to the top 12. And it doesn't really mean much about Baby Argon because for them to lose points over to Baby Argon, yeah, sure, it's okay because we are not aiming to bid against Baby Argon. And the better it is to give people that are already way ahead in the top 12, give them all the points because that will mean that lesser points for their main competitors. And the main competitors that AXA Dream Team should be looking at is a select few players of a select few teams such as Bloody Head, LCMY Bosku. They have to be looking at LCMY Gregory, Supreme Assault Forces, Special Army MY, literally almost every team like Legend Rumble and Eclipse as well. As long as they suffocate every single one of these teams with kills and every kind of points, then it is more than enough for them to be able to rush straight up to the top 12. In fact, for this 43 points is going to add up to their 254 total points, and that is going to be giving them a total of 297. 297, and that means that they already have put themselves in position number 10. Number 10 in just one game. They jumped
Yup.
from 15 to 10.
Yep. They just did that. They just did that. And on scoreboard, we have Genesis All Star not looking really good, but they have no kills but 6 points for themselves. Legend Rumble for 4, Bloody Head 9th place with 310, LCM Gregory with 2 points, and Eclipse with 1 point. And that is not good at all, Abstract. And nonetheless, we'll be jumping into game number 2, if I'm not mistaken, from production itself. We'll be jumping straight right into it because Eclipse is just not doing well. I mean, they are 6 points ahead.
Indeed.
Yeah, and I think Genesis All Star just took over the spot for 12th place, but we'll be jumping into a different map. Abstract is gonna be on Purgatory, where Legend Rumble, even no Escape, and maybe even Supreme Army Forces, they got themselves some booyahs on Purgatory, but we shall see on this particular day because Baby Argon is just on fire. And I mean on fire. It's not FIRE, Abstract, it's FIYAH. It's fire. So, Bloody Heads.
Let me help you with that.
Yeah.
Fire!
Yeah, that's the fire that I'm
Perfect.
looking at, Abstract. Oh my God.
Perfect imitation.
Yes.
We do
Yes,
have the
perfect.
flight path that is going to be starting from the southern side all the way to the northern side, if I remember correctly. And that means that we do have a good amount of people that can make their way over to Moat House. Not like anyone would go over, but I think that the main importance is that, Central Fire Brigade and Lumber Mill is applicable, and we can definitely be expecting people to go there. And speaking of which, it does seem like we are being able to see that because we have Genesis All Stars, No Escape, as well as AXA Dream Team all the way down south. And to be honest, at this point of time, I'm just putting a lot of hopes, and I would really want to see AXA Dream Team come up on top to clinch themselves more points for themselves, just so that they can secure a spot right in the top 12, because I think that's going to paint a really great narrative from being all the way at the bottom of the scoreboard and being able to play objectively and being able to play so splendidly well in the last 2 weeks. I think that is going to put them in a great spot, and they will definitely deserve the spot that they are in by the end of the week.
Yep, and so as well, XA Dream Team not like XA Dream Team. I mean, they just On the previous game, it was crazy, but Genesis All-Star, in the other hand, they have to pick up the slacks. So, they just have to like play a bit more passive aggressive, I can say, because they are. I mean, all these teams are starting to be aggressive. As they knew that, hey, placement points actually don't matter. So let's go for more kills. But the moment you go for kills, you have to be really, really careful because it's a high risk, high reward. And you can see Eclipse Abella is all the way away from his teammates. He's going to be scouting out previously that we captured a slight scene of it. And right now on the screen, AXA Dream Team still right outside the zone and fairly far away. And 1 minute left till the zone closes. They are going to be looting up as much utilities and weapons and ammo for them as much as possible because Purgatory, I can say this map is really diverse. You don't want to waste too much ammo. There's a lot of long range fights is going to be happening. Snipers are definitely a play in this particular map. But on the screen, you can see for X-Men Esports with only 3 members. I think there would be a slight bug, or maybe even someone just died off from the side of 4 X-Men. Not that sure, but maybe Argon will be playing around the area of Brasilia, but sooner or later they'll be meeting up with Bloody Heads. Right now, Selma Gregory is all the way on the side of Forge. And all these teams are saturated, and I mean, not saturated, but excuse me, separated from each other for a quite amount of distance because, is he gonna do it? No, I think he's gonna do it.
No.
Wise just spotted Azik. Grenade goes in. Not getting it.
Well cooked though.
Escapes.
Well cooked.
Yeah, well cooked. Eventually, Hazik will be escaping for his life. Will be running away and regrouping with his team, but no, not regrouping at all because he is
really
alone. He is gonna be fighting AXA Dream Team. So as well, there is Genesis All-Star just right behind him. And Genesis All-Star has heard the grenade being lobbed off, being cooked and blown up. And Show You will be on the sides to support his teammates. Hazik will be trapped inside the compound. But Show You, Peace is coming as well. We're going to be having a very, very early fight, I can say. So, yep, shots being fired by AVL Leaks, but Jabadi, have to be careful. 100 HP left, will be jumping away, running down onto the hill, regenerating himself back to quite a amount of HP, but Red Pandas are getting shot off, but they don't want nothing against Legend Rumble because Legend Rumble looks really, really hungry, but Insanity going for the insane plays, but not getting it just well. Glow Wall's being finished off by Kai. Kai will get dropped instantly, and on the side of the screen, as we can see, Jack again knocked down by Nga, and right now AV Elite is the new kill leader for now as they gotten the first blood for themselves. And right now on the other side of the screen, we can see No Escape knocking down one of the members for XA Dream Team, and so Wise will be taken out from the game, and XA Dream Team is going to get swarmed by No Escape as our Peace will be making his way outside, will be lobbing a grenade inside on the second floor. He is running away. He is confused on what's happening. Toby will escape onto the third floor of the compound, but Azik is knocked down, but wait, what? Whoa, XA Dream Team from far away, they got the kills, and Hazik is knocked down as well. This is not looking good for No Escape at all. This is not looking good for them at all, and they don't want this beef as Superman actually swoops in for that rescue, and it's down to a 1v2 or 3v2. In effect, now Strike and Show You will be running away, cornering around, and he spotted out Toby's a silhouette of Toby hiding right beside the wall. And this has just gotten intense and more intense. Ladies and gentlemen, Superman will be finding a route to flank one of the members from No Escape. No Escape will be hiding into this compound and not coming out. And we can see the circle just shifted towards the north side of the map, and they are still outside the zone. But XGen has no meds to work with, but he has 35 HP left. He has to be really, really careful. But 2 glow walls to work with. Not going to be panicking that much, but he has to be careful because one shot from a shotgun will definitely kill him off. And Abstract, this is not looking good for this guy. As we can see, Hazik dropping down really, really, really low. And I don't know about this, Abstract. What do you see?
Honestly, the main thing that I wasn't in favor of is the fact that, AXA Dream Team, they have abandoned the building, as well as, the high point of the building, which is going to be the roof. Because at the roof, it was a great location to be at, because the thing is, being at the roof, you managed to get a shot down onto Hazik, which was right outside of the fences. You got a shot down, you got a knockdown. That means that you can use that body as a bait. But immediately he ran away from his point of cover, he ran away from his high ground advantage, and he just decided to abandon the building altogether. Yes, it sounds like a great idea because you don't have any of the teammates with you at that point of time. But in the meantime, they were a little bit way too passive, and that has allowed No Escape to go on to the aggressive instead. And they have managed to secure all the information that they need. And that is why AXA Dream Team now have their back against the wall, with Toby inside of the building, nothing to do, unable to get himself away, and having the time of his life trying to run away from the rest of the members from No Escape. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much the downfall of the AXA Dream Team because of their passiveness. They should have went on the aggressive and dealt with No Escape accordingly. If they manage to get it at the right time, right spot, it's perfect. Especially since we have Hazik inside of the building long ago, and they realize that they haven't been seeing a lot of No Escape's presence or whatsoever. They had 4 men together. They should have just went in and tried to get a little bit more information. Instead, they allow one person from ASA Dream Team to go and scout. Just one person. Just one person doesn't have enough room to cover the entirety of that building. And if they had all 4 of them sandwiching whoever that's inside of it, if it's 4 men, then it's okay. You will get the information, and if you need to, run out, don't get yourself caught. But if there's less than 4 people, 3v4 is more than enough because you still have the upper hand. You have the man advantage. Take full use, take control of that fight, and deal with them accordingly. But they were too slow on that uptick, and that was the downfall of AXA Dream Team.
Oh my god, Japan finishes firing off the squads of SAF and Bagrory, who will be hiding into the compound with one of his teammates, and this is not looking good for Digital. It's going to be right in front of them right now. There's a fight between these 2 teams again, baby. Argon will be fighting on the shot. Japan not landing any, and Makarori not landing any as well, as one tap will be dropping down to fairly low health and be healing himself back up. But they have to make a play, they have to make a move, Abstract, because they are getting pinched by 2 teams. I repeat, 2 teams. On the screen, we have No Escape. It's going to be on fire, going down onto the side of Genesis All-Stars. And this is not doing 2v4, but Frank gets a shotgun off the face of the earth from Shoyu. Right now, Glow being bumped. This is not looking good for them. Grenade gets thrown in, but Grenade he almost killed himself, and right now, down to a 4v2 situation still left. GS Star is going to be dropping down fairly low as well, as Shoyu landing some really, really nice shots, but Grenade will get cooked again. And right now, will be thrown onto Frank. Oh my god, the Toby going on from Shoyu, and this is not looking good. And Frank, 2 glow walls getting popped up by the Star, and they are just storming the building. I don't know what they had for breakfast. Abstract, they are just gonna be pushing in. They don't care. And right now, my god, it's a 4v2 in this squad fight. Genesis All-Star. Oh my god, Abstract, what is happening? Escape? What did you have for breakfast? Oh my god, I want some of that breakfast as well. And they have 8 kills to his name is Shoyu. Shoyu, the man himself, has 7 kills by his own. 7 kills, and I repeat, it's 7 by himself. He's gonna be a top fragger. I can say he's gonna be a top fragger in today. Right now, he's already the top frag, Abstract.
Yo, Genesis All-Stars, they have made such a big mistake. There was a big mistake, and then there was a great play. Because they put on the glow wall, but they have trapped themselves away from the member that they wanted to revive. It took them way too long to revive that one member, and in the end they have to destroy their own glow wall that they have made. And after destroying that glow wall, they put up another glue wall just so that they have enough space to deal with the downed member. But they allowed Shoyu to leak into the building, and that was the good play as well. Because it is fine for Shoyu to go in, because in the end it's going to be 1 versus 3. Except that none of them expected that leak. It would have made into such a great highlight play, because they have isolated Shoyu in that building with no reinforcements. It became a 1v3. It should have went to Genesis All-Stars. But I don't know what happened. Shoyu, whatever that he's eating, whatever that he's having, alright? He got him all riled up. He's on fire! And he just got everything out.
I can just say, he is having the game of his life. Right now, for X-Men, On our screen, we'll be playing really passive. They are not looking for any aggressive kills because they just saw the kill feed. Everyone has been killed off already. But right now, in this instant, 9 teams left remaining, and for X-Men Esports, will be spotting out onto the members on No Escape already. Peace and Show You all left alive, but Show You is the main man to carry the Legend with the shotguns. Right now, Legend Rumble will be running away from the zone as Zone is be chasing them away. And yeah, Legend Rumble not looking good as well. They have to pick up the pace, but LCMI Gregory fairly safe right now. But they are in the central side of the zone as the zone has been shrinked out. This is the 4th zone, ladies and gentlemen. It's 1 minute left till the 4th zone. So I mean, in this very instance, Eclipse has to pick up the pace as well because Supreme Army Forces, Baby Argon, LCMI Gregory, AV Elites will be there. But Jabat landing on some nice shots onto the side of AV Elite. Red Panda dropping really low, and Jabat gets shot out as well. They do not want to die off this. On this stage of the game, none of the teams would want to die up because there's still 9 teams left. If you die off this early of the game, you are on the 9th place or 8th or 7th or 6th. You're not going to get the top 5 placements, and this is going to be bad for your placement points, ladies and gentlemen. So right now on the screen, so you can see the same strat as going to be played out by Baby Argon, the 3-1 strat. 1 will be scouting, 3 will be engaging. Right now, 1 tap will be tapping onto the opposing team across the building, but not landing any good shots. But Jabat still looking strong, and Phoenix, they still don't have any kills. I'm surprised that they still don't have any kills. Maybe they just got lucky with the zone. They just knew the zone was there, so they just stayed in it. Nothing happening that much, but AV Elites is really close. They're gonna push. Oh, Phoenix is pushing. Phoenix is pushing them. They are pushing AV Elites. Glow walls being popped out. Will they go for the push? Glow walls will be having some cover for Jabat, and they're gonna be running onto the other side of the building. Oh, Rapid now lands a nice shot onto Ajim. Ajim dropping really low. They have to be careful. Ajim will get knocked out instead by Makarori. Really nice shot with Super Armors. They got third party out, and this is not looking good. 2 grenades get thrown off. AV Elites, no kills for them, but Supreme Army Forces got themselves the 1 kill onto Ajim. And yeah, McCrory is going to be a pain in the neck for these 2 teams because they have 2 buildings to work with, and they have all the view they need to work with as well. Right now, Baby Argon not looking in a very good spot. They are being pinched down by 2 teams, and I just have to say, like, this is not a Baby Argon game at all. But touch dropping real low with the shots, and Jabat almost getting a knock and a finish on that specific angle. Jabat really a sharp shooter for the team, but AV Elites has dropped down on the compound. They are attempting for a push, but they have to be really careful because Baby Argon is not a team you push. It's either you run away from them, or it's either you play really strategic with them, because Baby Argon is just a really fierce team. So as well as No Escape is going to be running into the zone as well. Bloody Hits is nearby. So Abstract, this is going to be... I'm going to pull out a Gideon card again. This is a fatal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 way fight going on in this specific area.
Yeah, it does seem like this circle is going to be quite menacing, right? This is going to be quite a disaster. I'll be expecting to go Rap God. It's either you or I. We're going to go for Rap God once the fight is going to ensue and once the circle closes in. Because once the circle closes in, Bloody Head will come in too close for comfort against the opponent's side, whoever that they are going to be meeting up against with. And Legend Rumble also is going to be another team that would that they have to deal with. The thing is, we have been looking at No Escape coming out strong with 8 kills in total, but the sad thing is that they only have 2 men remaining. How far can you go with 2 men remaining against a healthy squad of 4? I will say that the possibilities of them to live is gonna be extremely low. There's a lot of chances for the opponents to wipe them out, and they are in a really bad spot. As you can see, his location has already been revealed, but it does seem like he may actually have a perfect opportunity to be able to deal with whoever is going to be in front or behind, because Shoyu is just going to be wrecking all the chaos. But unfortunately, it does seem like a couple of members coming in from Gregory just did not see exactly where Shoyu was. But the good thing is that Apis did manage to get a glue walls in front of himself and separate himself from the rest of the members coming from Alcima. Gregory just going to be 1 versus 2 kind of situation, but I don't know about this. But Mancha coming from the other side. Apis! Oh! no escape. Man, your breakfast is just going to be making you into complete disaster monster. If you're just gonna be asking me, because no escape have gotten themselves a total of 11 kills to their name, a total of 22 points, just solely from your points. Your kills is the only thing that have gotten yourself, propelled yourself to 22 points. And in fact, with only one man alive coming from Peace, I wouldn't be able to be surprised if they were to gun out for the placement points from now on. But the sad thing is that the Wild Circle is going to be putting them in the midst of absolutely nowhere. He have to rely a lot on his glue. In the meantime, we're taking a look at Joker, just going to be shooting down all of the shotguns. But unfortunately, he will be able to fight himself against Phoenix. But it is going to be an AR versus a shotgun kind of situation. He gets a shot down. He managed to get 2% knocked down. But how about for Esport right now? We're looking at one. This is going to be two against the rest of the team coming in from against a piece. He does have a couple of glue walls that's going to be activated right here. One against all. But it does seem like things are going to be really bad for a piece, because we have Fire Esports Manchai coming in from the other side of the wall. He is going to be putting himself inside the building, and bloody heads is just going to be eliminated as well. Coming in from Supreme Army Forces, McRory, as well as the rest of SAF. They're just going to be laying down the legs, putting a lot of holes onto everyone else's body. And with it all said and done, 3 teams left, 6 men alive. SAF have gotten themselves the game already, because Manchai is all alone. Insanity is all alone as well. Who is going to be the one that will be knocked out in 3rd place? And it does seem like it may very well be AV Elites, because everyone else has swarmed in to where AV Elites is. And now, Manchai, you're all alone now. What can you do? It is absolutely nothing that you can do. Booyah! Getting it away to Supreme Army Forces.
Yup, as well, Supreme Army Forces has gotten the booyah for themselves, and I have to say, this is really a POG champ coming out from Supreme Army Forces. The guy says the booyah, but Abstract, you take it away this time.
Wow, my oh my. Supreme Assault Forces, they are just putting themselves away. Even though they managed to get themselves 1st place, right? They got themselves 1st place. They got a booyah. They got the kills. Decent amount of kills. A total of 8 kills in total, right? They put themselves in 36 points. No escape though. Placed number 5. But their kills has carried them all the way. Thanks to Appease as well as Shoyu. 24 kill points and putting themselves in a total point of 36 total points. That is absolutely insane. If you ask me, that is absolutely insane. And they should be holding themselves in the 1st place no matter what now. You can't say anything. They are definitely holding themselves in the 1st place in week number 3, right? I don't think anyone else will catch up to them. Not even Baby Argon, not even Hard to Get, not even Auto Knockout. The thing is, we haven't seen Hard to Get play for today just yet. So we'll have to see. We will have to see.
Well, Batman and so as well as XMRD from Auto Knockout is going to be the players that are going to be watching out from between Group B versus C. But on the screen, we have Legend Rumble on all the way with 6 points away again. And that's not looking good. It's 7 points. And LCMY Gregory will be having 5 points. Genesis All-Star, 4 points on 9th place. Eclipse, 4 points as well. But on the 10th place, and AXA Dream Team is going to be on the last place. And they're not having the game of their lives in these 2 games already. But Abstract, we have witnessed 2 amazing games already on week 3, day 2. Between Group A versus B only. We haven't seen all the other teams play as well. And this is gonna go insane. And I mean insane, as no escape, even like you said, even though they got like all the way eliminated on the 6th or 5th place, they still got 2nd place on the leaderboard just because of the kill points. Oh my god, what? They're just crazy. They're absolutely crazy. They're insane.
I can't.
They have this. I recap on the score. They have the same score as the winning Booyah team on Purgatory, with just the kills itself. I have nothing much else to say, Abstract, because we still have 4 more games to go, and this is insane. We have 4 more games to go, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
4 more.
Yo.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we honestly, we can't say anything right now. We really can't say anything right now. And the only thing that we could say is to claim your code at the bottom side if you do want to get yourself an AN94 box. So make sure you claim your code. If you haven't yet, make sure you go ahead and claim it. 2 lucky winners only. And if you have missed it, don't worry, we have more codes out for you guys. But back to the game. And in fact, not really back to the game because we are both Shadow and I. We are both speechless, and
Yes.
we don't really know what else to say now because that was just an utter domination coming in from No Escape. Shoyu and Appease, they have definitely worked their game well. And I think, for week 3 highlights, it is just going to be from this one single game, right? I wouldn't be surprised.
Yep.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Our highlights, everything. Week 3, day 2. Just this.
It's 23 HP and a dream. I'm just saying, it's 23 HP and a dream. But Abstract, we have witnessed ourselves 2 really, really amazing games already, and these teams are fighting for the spots. But Eclipse has to be really, really careful of Legend Rumble because Legend Rumble has taken away quite a few points away from those 2 games. Even though it's not much, but it's enough for them to get themselves onto the top 12 spots. But nonetheless, before we continue to our next series, we will be taking a really, really short break, and we will be witnessing more Free Fire Tri-Niche Cup action right after this break. Squad already with 4 kills. Maybe they wiped out a squad early on that we didn't catch on screen, but other than that, teams are going to be relatively passive and going to be camping onto the buildings, holding onto their grounds, and not going to make any extended movements. But we can see GF Star Genesis is going to be making a move towards the rotation. It might rotate to the center of the map because they're right outside Catalystua.
As well as I believe for X-Men is already down and eliminated, and now we are looking at a confrontation between GS as well as Raw Squad. How exactly is this going to be? Well, in the meantime, we're also going to be taking a look at how to get. They did manage to deploy out their cover and just to make sure that there is going to be some cover in between of themselves and the opponents. But Bosco is just going to be eliminated at the sixth place while Saki's move. He's going to be hitting right out from this cover. Picks one right onto Raw Squad. Just going to be waiting for the opportunity to just run straight in. And Raw Squad, unfortunately for them, is going to be
the LMG to shoot down those globals and attempt to kill onto the opposing team, onto the Rule. Special Army MY is going to be really, really dangerous right there. This is a replay that just went out, so Special Army MY has been taken out and lie in this team, ladies and gentlemen, and the circle shifted away towards them. But Auto Knockout is right around the edge of the circle. They couldn't have the chance to make a play, but Shoyu is going to attempt to make a play as well. He has the shotgun in hand. Will he go for an aggressive push and eventually get 1 or 2 picks for themselves and secure the top 5 spots for themselves? But I'm not sure about this Abstract. I'm not sure about what Shoyu is going to do, but this is looking very dire for Team No Escape and looking very good for Auto Knockout. Is going to be pinching Eclipse right around the corner with together with 4X-Men. This is going to be a 3-way fight, ladies and gentlemen. Abella dropping very low, Anga dropping very low, but 4X-Men is going to be pushed out. Once will be instantly dropped down, melted down by the MP40. Logan will be dropping down. Abella is just running in with the MP40. X-Unes will be dropping down. Anga will be dropping down back as well. Baby Argon with the back with the third party going on. And Baby Argon is going to push in with the advantage that they knew, lobbing grenades up front, back and center. They know that Eclipse is nowhere to go, and they know for a fact that Forex Man has nowhere to go. They're going to be chasing down onto Abella. But right now, Forex Man is running away for their lives. 1 man left remaining, 2 men remaining in the fact, but Cobra will get the kill onto Abella, and Eclipse will be wiped out. And Auto Knockout is really in a tight spot. Miro with 70 HP left managed to pop a glow wall right before he gets dropped down instantly, gets the kill off, gets everything up online. He's back to full HP, but he has to rotate as soon as possible. The circle is closing as possible, but grenades ain't lobbed down. Oh, Mr. D! He's not looking good. He's not looking safe. LCM Bosco is just right around corner. Miro gets dropped down onto this stage. I don't think he's going to get picked up. He's going to be leaving him behind. He's going to attempt for the kill. He's sniping him down on the leg, but oh my god, the grenade just kills him off. And LCM Bosco just running over. He's just running over Auto Knockout. Right now, Auto Knockout has been... These 2 teams are confronting each other. They want to demolish each other off. They want to run each other down. Judge dropping very low. Raw Squad. My next will be dropping very low as well. Judge will get dropped down by Boo. And this is going insane. My next will be still alive and allowed to be picked up. But Boo will get knocked out by McRory. Good teamwork coming off from the side of Super Army Warriors. 2 versus 4. Susan still very dangerous. He has the glow wall, but not much to work with because the SKS gonna be dealing up. Oh my god, Susan will get the knock onto McRory instead, and Raw Squad still 3v to get the kill, but Force will get dropped down by me from the other side of the map. Frank will be shooting down on themselves as well. Force dropped down already. They have to move quick, they have to move fast. There's 7 seconds left onto the 7 circle has been moved. Frank pushing up with the melee weapon will be attempting for the aggressive plays. Will he pop the glow wall instead for the push? But no, he holds on to the sniper rifle. Sorry, shoots down onto me. Goals being popped. Will be saving themselves for a little bit of bullets, but circle coming again. Frank has the advantage on them. Shotgun in play. Cal, will he get the kill? Cal dropping very, very low. Solby dropping very low as well. Trying to go on kill up, but Solby gets killed as well. Last minute member line, Bosku, and there we go. Bosku will get eliminated, and
Mr. D from auto knockout from the other side of the wall. They are still inside of the circle and they should still be pretty much a-okay. But they have their eyes up onto the northern side. A lot of members is still inside of the circle, or rather really close to the circle. However, hard to get though. The glue wall pops. Mr. D pops another part of the glue wall. A good amount of shots that's gonna be landed on Batman, but oh! That shot immediately knocks Batman down. Goodbye, Batman. No more Batarang for you to be tossing all around the map.
only man alive. Right now, as well as Bosco Cal, 1 man left alive in this particular match. I don't think he will do anything great just yet. He's being pinned down, and right now, members 1-4X.
This was me just now. This was me. I'm like, what? And then booyah, what? Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a big what factor over there onto the kill feed because there's too much to keep up with.
Yeah. And as well, like,
Ah.
actually, sorry, I didn't notice that. Who was the last man standing in Baby Aga? Who was that?
I think if I recall, it was
I think both
Phoenix.
of you as well. Was like, oh, it's Phoenix. Okay.
No, was it Phoenix?
Is it Phoenix?
I think it was Phoenix with the. Wait, is it?
Yeah, but by the way, I don't think you all will. Okay, it's Phoenix. Okay, yeah. So, I couldn't blame you both. Didn't look at the name because me as well. I'm like, wow. You know. So didn't recall. I didn't remember. Didn't see any name. I just see like okay, and he just knocked down like 3 of them in like less than 1 minute. Yeah. So what was happening there just now? Was that the kill, purely the kill by how he looked and how he shoot and everything like that, just based on skill, or it really have no precision benefit right there, right?
All I can say is they have tons of bullets to work with because Phoenix, and I mean, I think I recall it's Phoenix holding on to that LMG. 1 versus 3 situation, he clutched it out with only 23 HP. I can remember the HP. Sorry, I can't remember the name, but the HP was a big factor. 1 bullet left, and I mean, 1 tickle on his way still dropped. And he managed to survive. I don't know, Abstract. I don't know what you think, but that was the play of the day, I can say.
No, this is the play of the whole league.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, there's just honestly, it's tough to say. I mean, yes, it's 1v3 in the last circle, but I guess we also can't shadow out No Escapes Shoryu's 1v3 as well, because we're looking at insane games in match 1 and match 2. That's why like my brain can't process all of that because there's just so much things going about.
I salute both of you because, like, right after the game 1, you have to go straight to the game 2, and I'm like, oh, so you can back to game 2 just like that? Because I'm still like, brain forming or something. I'm like, so something just happened just now, and I have so much goosebump, when that happened. I'm like, oh my god, that is such a play by Baby Argon. Oh my god. So they have no precision benefit at all, right? At that case, right?
They had no.
Honestly,
I don't know.
I don't say that there was any. I wouldn't say there's any. It was just a mistake.
Yeah, it was a mistake coming out from the opposing team, And so as
Uh-huh.
well, both teams have no cover at all besides glow walls because the circle is in an open field. They have no
Yeah,
trees, they have no
yeah,
rocks,
that's
they have
right.
no compounds. I don't know, abstract. This is just too much for us to
Yeah,
process in.
and I think
Okay,
Baby
so
Argon really have that. You know, just now when like two of them here and then just one guy here, and he just knocked down this guy first, and I'm like, how could he be so wise? You know, at that position because he was just one man left, and then he's like, okay, I'm just gonna knock you down first, and then I'll kill them both, something like that. Then I'm like, wow. Okay. Oh yeah. So by the way,
okay, so
we yeah, I just couldn't catch up there. So we are going to overall score right now and see what's the result right now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, baby, I'm gonna
Oh,
go back to top three in just two games. Wow, that is
yep.
crazy.
wow.
Auto knockout, unfortunately, back to fifth place. Oh my god. Okay, okay. I just couldn't wait for the next series, which Group B versus Group C later, and see Baby Argon, would they still perform like this, or someone maybe Auto knockout will be coming back. So yeah, I couldn't wait for the next game. I will pass to the screen and the mic to the casters, and we are going to see what's gonna happen the next. Let's go. Okay, sorry. This is the middle bracket, and then let's go to the lower bracket right now. All right, so this is the 13 to 16, and we will straight to the next game.
Wow. Legend Rumble still can't get to the 12th spot, abstract. I don't know what happened, but I'm pretty sure they got enough points. I mean, it's gonna be a really short gap, abstract, but I'm not sure. So I mean, we'll be jumping into game right now, this instant. So we're not gonna be waiting. So abstract, what comments do you have on these two teams as we're gonna be jumping into purgatory?
All right, so we're looking at bracket B and C now. We haven't seen Auto Knockout and Hard to Get being played yet. So it's understandable that Auto Knockout got dropped to rank number 5 because they haven't get to play the two games that Baby Argon and Full X-Men Esports has played. So perhaps this is a time where Auto Knockout kind of show us, despite the amazing and crazy plays that Baby Argon has done, maybe Auto Knockout can still dethrone Baby Argon from where they are, because right now B vs C will be expecting these select teams: AV Elites, AXA Dream Team, Bloody Heads, Genesis All Stars, Supreme Assault Forces, No Escape, Auto Knockout, Raw Squad, LCMY Bosku, Hard to Get, as well as Special Army MY. So Hard to Get, they're currently in 5th place. We are still going to be looking at how they're going to be playing this out. They don't have to deal with Baby Argon, thank God for them, but they have to deal with AXA Dream Team. AXA Dream Team, yes, I will still say that yes, they are at the bottom part of the brackets, but it doesn't mean that Auto Knockout can just kind of roll over AXA Dream Team, because without doubt, AXA Dream Team is strong because of I mean they have showed their finesse, they have showed their game against Baby Argon in the last one, even though they have made a big mistake in match number 1 by going 1v1v1v1 kind of situation.
Blink.
I still think that they can still get it worked out.
Yep. On screen we see Blink getting onto the first knock onto Fire 20. Will get the first blood itself. So ZJ will be eliminated early out from the game from the side of Genesis All-Star. But oh, nice shots coming out, and there goes Paji, and he gets knocked down as well. Mark with the nade coming in and go poof, and will not land any damage onto one of the members of Genesis All-Star. He's pushing in. Frank is going to be one man alone. Frank Castle, he is, but he will get sprayed down.
Wow!
Mark with the SMG, and we are looking at a totally different Bloody Heads right here, but oh, total wipeout, and there we go. Bloody Heads will eliminate Genesis All-Star out from the game this early on to the stage on Sentosa. And I have to say, this is a totally new Bloody Heads that we're seeing, because I think they're fairly comfortable in a map like Bermuda. They're not doing that well in Purgatory, and certainly they're doing decently on Kalahari, but on a map like Bermuda, they are really, really comfortable. They know what they're doing. They know what places to go. They know what pushes needs to be done. But no first team gets knocked out. They're comfortable. 4 kills on the board. But on the screen, we have AXA Dream Team. Superman, the man himself. The legend, the kryptonite towards Batman himself. And Not gonna be judging anything, but Batman is still in the game and Superman is here, so we're gonna be having a DC fight down between these two, and hard to get. Certainly a team to be reckoned with. And right now we can see Raw Squad, our Malaysian favorites, is on the screen. And Zusen has been doing pretty decently well for the past 3 weeks. And AV Elites will be scouting downhill as they see the members of Raw Squad will be running around like headless chickens they are. And Red Panda is just waiting the time to strike. He has all the teammates there. Jacker has just landed in as well. They are going for a high hill push, but they have no idea, huh? Oh, we find some shots as well. I think that attracted some attention from other teams, but EV Elite's making the smart move. He's going to be going away because they exposed their position already. They're going to be moving to another route for a push onto Observatory to eventually push all these teams to push specifically onto Raw Squad, but central side of the circle will be right in between Bimasakti strip. And so as for factory, there's quite a number of teams. Hard to get. We'll be moving on to the center zone as Auto Knockout, a team that is considered a titan in the league, is going to be playing around the central side of the circle as Supreme Army Forces as well will be around Riverside looting. Not many action just yet, ladies and gentlemen. And I have to remember, this is Bermuda, so first to third zone, we won't be seeing any action. But we have finished our first action of the early stage of Bermuda. But Abstract, what do you think that Hard to Get needs to do here? Because they are in a group, and right now they're in a series where all these teams, all these Titan considered teams are right in the series. They're in play, they're in the same lobby, they're in the same server. So I don't know, like Hard to Get, yes, it might be like a like a really team to be watching out for. But with Auto Knockout here as well, as we know that Auto Knockout has been considered one of the members from Far to Get. So Bloody Head on the highlights, we have a total squad wipe. But yeah, back to the point, Abstract. Like Auto Knockout is considered rivals for the Philippine side, but I don't know what to say about that, Abstract. Because what are your opinions?
Honestly, when it comes to Hard to Get, because they are in this tricky situation. So is Auto Knockout. Both of them is in this tricky situation. So they have to understand which team is available, which team has got into a fight, and they have to keep the head counts. They need an accountant, right? They really need an accountant in their team and understand which team have, handicapped teams. And of course, just understanding which team is still alive. Because if there are a lot of teams that are, at the lower part of the leaderboards that's being knocked out, then they have to act fast. They have to leave things to their own hands to deal with the stronger teams. Because let's say, for example, at the lower parts of the brackets, right, we are expecting to see teams such as LCMI Bosku, Special Army MY, Supreme Assault Forces, Genesis All Stars, this kind of stuff, right? Once they have noticed like maybe all of these 4 teams has been knocked out, that means the stronger teams that is available, such as No Escape, Auto Knockout, Raw Squad is available, then they have to bring things to their own hands. They have to scout out and they have to find teams to fight against with. And this is part of the passive aggressive kind of thing that they have to think of. When do they want to go for the aggressive? When do they have to go for the passive? Go aggressive is if a lot of the lower part of the leaderboard teams is still is not available, and on the flip side, if a lot of the stronger teams that are dead, then they can play passively.
Yep, and as we can see on the screen, oh, Jabat gets taken out by Batman. What a nice shot. There goes his head, and right now I think Hard to Get will be going for a push, landing on some shots onto the member from Special Army MY. Glow Up being popped, but Ren will be spraying down that Glow Up for the team. Batman will be going for the push, but he gets sacked out for quite a bit. He's going to be popping on the Glow Wall, trying to heal himself back up to full HP before the push. Ren as well taking some chip damage. Voidfist gets checked out. Ooh, Batman dropping really low, has to be careful. He's running away, but Funds will be in the compound, landing onto cover fire to actually save Jabat. Oh, but I don't think Jabat will be saved. Well, oh, yes, he will, in the nick of time. Just a slight split second, and Jabat will be taken out. But fortunately, he got picked back up, and Batman is still on the prowl, still on the hunt for the members for Special Army MY. Special Army MY, they have to be careful because they're in the compound, and Hard to Get has the upper, like the high ground. So they have to be really careful approaching this, but they're still firing onto some shots onto Batman. I don't think they know Ren is there, and I don't think they know that they are being surrounded, because I think one of the members from Hard to Get is behind them. I know, sorry, it's gonna be regrouping with them, so they're gonna be backing off. So they're taking more defensive play. They're not doing anything aggressive. But Abstract, as you said, all these teams need an accountant to work with, because they need to know what handicaps they need to pick off. They need to know what teams to be fighting with. But on the screen, we got Bloody Heads firing up. As you said, fire on their icons. Is going to be pushing up towards uphill and getting some more action for themselves. But on the screen, we got AV Elites not doing pretty well, Abstract. So I don't know, like what do you think AV Elite needs? Because they're certainly not doing really well, and they're not getting a lot, and a lot of kills. So they are slightly in a sticky situation on the league. But Jacker, I'll just pick out that, and Jacker
Indeed.
almost gets taken down. So I don't know, Abstract. And
Sticky indeed. Very sticky.
very sticky indeed. So Jacker will be eliminated.
Well, that just leaves 3 men from AV Elites, right? So it pretty much means that, they have to take their fight really wisely. What they can do is, well, right now, third person. Because the thing is, one side of the team already exposed out, and they have been shooting a lot, and everyone knows exactly where this team is inside of this compound. So they can wait for a team to rush over and deal with whichever team is inside of their house and kill them almost immediately. Or rather, not immediately, but make full use of the attention that they have drawn to themselves, and then deal with it afterwards.
Yeah, so as what we can see, How to Get will be getting a fight onto No Escape, and show you dropping really, really low, and Ren gets taken out by Hazik. He still has cover to work with. He's gonna get picked up by his teammate. Heals, the stim guns will be popping out, healing the teams back up to hell, but Apis will be, hesitating to whether pushing it or not, and the circle has shifted away toward the southern side of the map, and third zone is gonna be pushing in soon within 30 seconds, and all these teams, they're just dealing damage to each other. They're not actually killing each other just yet, because they don't want to get stuck outside the zone. As like a map like Bermuda, yes, it's big. You have lots of grounds to work with, but you definitely don't want to be that guy to be stuck outside the circle and get gatekept by one of these teams that is already in the circle. But on the screen, we have a fatal 4-way fight between, on peak, we have XA Dream Team. I think we have Supreme Army Forces. I mean, these teams are just relatively passive, because this is a different group and they don't want to give any kills to the top teams, I can say, Abstract.
Yep, there's not much that they can do right now also. But right now, with the second circle rushing in, we'll be expecting circle number 3 real soon. This could be another kind of game that we would be expecting, like a lot of players kind of stuck in circle number 3 and just going to we will be expecting to see everyone else fighting against each other once circle number 3 is shrinking in, as you can pretty much kind of tell where everyone is, because we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people just around the vicinity of where Auto Knockout is, or where Supreme Assault Forces is as well, right by peak. So they have to be careful. Everyone else here have to be careful. But speaking of AV Elites, right, I really want to see them do some third partying. They really need to work on the third partying actions.
Yeah, they need the kills for them as well. As we can see, Hazik will be spotting out a level 3 vest for himself on that air crate, but I think he has one already. He's gonna be asking his teammates, "Hey, you guys, anyone want some level 3 vests?" And I think one of the members do need so. And all these teams are gonna be converging into the central side of the circle. We can see all those columns right around the map, and Batman, he is still a guy to be. He's still a guy that you should be running away from, because that guy has no mercy against anyone. He just lands his headshots. He just kills anyone that's in front of him, and he's not afraid to push. That's what I like about Batman himself. He is the only person in the whole tournament that is not afraid to push. I can just say that hands down. And yeah, air crate being dropped down and onto XA Dream Team as they loot up some special utilities for themselves. But Auto Knockout is right in front of them, and Auto Knockout surprisingly really passive, not going for any pushes, not getting any knocks, not seeing them on any screens. But how to get Void Face will get a kill onto Minato, and that's a knock. So, Batman will get the knock onto Sonic as well, and it's a 4v2 situation on their side, but this is not good. This is definitely not good as they are stuck outside the zone, and Batman will be finishing off the kill onto Minato. Right now, is 2 members left for Special Army MY, and they are stuck right outside of the zone. They do not have a way to rotate, because no matter where they rotate, hard to get with Swiss Spot now if there are enough, if they're in the distance of them. But getting a chip damage from the zone is not looking good. But on the screen, you can see all these teams already converging onto the side of Peak, and this is just okay. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, we have a building simulator where everyone is hiding in the compounds. On the screen, you can see Batman letting a shot to the fans. Will pop out the glow wall. We'll be hiding behind the tree against some cover, but eventually it will pop up the glow wall for his own safety and will heal himself back to full HP. But Batman making the smart move is going to be running away. He doesn't care about that kill because 1 kill doesn't make any difference for a team like them because they have tons of teams to work with. They have 9 more teams left to work with. So they have a lot of kill points. Jabat is the only guy that's in the zone, and he'll be sacrificing one of his teammates outside the zone. And that's a strategy, but not considered a strategy, to be honest. But Abstract, this is a compound game already. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, it is really up to the circle then, because now we are looking at circle number 4 shrinking in, and this way a lot of teams will be stuck, or rather they will be, squashed out, because the only thing that, hold on a second, it does seem like we have Bloody Heads that's just gonna be executing, or rather gonna be right on a fight with No Escape, also gonna be fighting against a good amount of players right here. This is literally quite a party, because we don't even have any idea what is really going on. People from all over the teams are dropping dead, and literally just nailed in the coffin on one player of every team. So it is relatively safe to say that whichever team is going to be surviving with 4 men healthy, then we can say that whichever team is healthy with 4 men, they are going to have a really high chance in getting that booyah. And in the meantime, you can pretty much see Bloody Heads, they have gotten themselves a total of 4 kills. They are not the kill leader, I think. And I think that there's another team that is also around 4 kills. In the meantime, Special Army MY has been eliminated by Special Army, No. Someone's dead. I can't. Yeah, I think Supreme Army Forces. Yeah. So 2 members of Raw Squad is now knocked down. 1 person has been revived right back, but Yun finds himself in a bad position, but it doesn't seem like it matters that much. He's just going to be consumed by the storm. And Toby just going to be eliminating 1 man after another. But in the meantime, we are also looking at how to get completely eliminated by No Escape. We got Supreme Assault Forces being eliminated as well. AXA Dream Team eliminated as well. Just so, let's see my boss Q too. Everyone else is just getting knocked over and over and over again because the circle has closed. That is exactly what I was talking about. Once the circle closes in, everyone else is scurrying for their dear life because they have nowhere to go, and everyone else just meets up with everyone else. Mirul finds himself in a bad spot, but Mr. D comes in together with the rest of their team. Comes in and sweep out the rest of their adversaries. Luckily for Mirul, he wasn't executed. He was just knocked down, and Auto Knockout has gained a total of 5 kills for themselves. But the question is, and of course the problem is, No Escape is still alive as well. Auto Knockout really have to deal with No Escape. They also have to deal with Bloody Heads, because Bloody Heads, I thought that they're dead, but it does seem like they are still very well alive. And here comes Mark with a shotgun in the face of Mirul, and now he's absorbing the damage coming from the storm. Doesn't seem to be that big of a problem, but Mark is just going to be executing himself from the other side of the wall. But unfortunately, the glue wall has been popped. We're looking at the bird's eye view. We do have No Escape. It's just going to be holding down the center point. They do have a really good eyesight right onto Auto Knockout as well. Bloody Heads with one man left coming from Bloody Head, or maybe two men left coming from Bloody Head. They're just going to be hiding themselves right within this small little workshop. I'm not too sure whether they will be able to stay alive for a longer period of time, but Blank brings down Shura. Good thing coming in for themselves as well. Auto Knockout is getting crippled by the second. For an auto knockout, Zen, the last one remaining, 1 versus 2 versus 3, and No Escape finds themselves in the perfect opportunity, the prime opportunity. Auto knockout is now knocked down by Bloody Head, and now on No Escape, they have one man left. They're just gonna be rushing right on to play. It's just gonna be 1 versus 1. We do have Haziq coming in from the other side. Bloody Head has been eliminated. It does seem like Haziq came in the perfect opportunity, the perfect time, just to ensure that there is, after all, no escape. Booyah! Coming in for No Escape.
I'm just gonna say that was quite a number of fights that we totally missed out because every team has just fallen over in a matter of 10 seconds. But here is the result for Group V versus C on our first series. Match number 1, Bloody Head will score 39 points even though they got second place. They will be 3 points ahead of No Escape with a booyah and a whopping total of 36 points. Auto Knockout will be on third place with 27 points. ASA Dream Team with 18 points on fourth place. LC by Bosku 14 points, not looking really good, and only got 1 kill so far. AV Elites 13 points only because of the total placements, and AV Elites is not having a good day. I'm just gonna say, and Bloody Head has just annihilated them into the early stage of the game, and the AXA Dream Team as well, not too shabby, I can say, Abstract, and as we mentioned, there's a lot of fights that I missed out, and I don't know. It's just that in within 1 minute, everyone just went to shambles and hard to get on 7th place with a total 8 kill points, which is 3 kills for themselves. Supreme Assault Forces will be having themselves 10 points on 8th place with a total of 2 kills. Raw Squad with 1 kill with 5 points. Special Army MY on 10th place with 4 points, total of 2 kill points, and just All Star once again not doing really well and getting themselves the 11th place, and I just don't know, Abstract. I don't know what's happening between Genesis All Star because they are a team to be considered a dark horse kind of team, but I don't know what's happening. So,
Well,
what do you
I
have to say,
guess
Abstract? Because
I guess right now it is really all about the fact that everyone was squashed. Everyone became scrambled eggs right there because of the fact that they were a little bit slow on the uptake when it comes to the circle. I believe that what they have in mind is that, there's way too many people around the vicinity. It's very tough for them to kind of shy away from their current compound and make their way into a safer part of the circle. And in fact, the smartest way to do it is actually just absorb some of the damage coming from the storm. Go by the outside of the circle instead of rushing straight into the circle. And that is why most of the teams eventually failed and they got eliminated straight out from there. No questions asked. So if they would want to think of something a little bit more interesting, and that they would want to gun for the placements and perhaps even surprise attack whoever is on the other side of the extremities of that circle, the surprise attack coming in from inside the storm will most definitely be a lot more worthwhile. Yes, the damage will be huge, but they have to, in order to reach that objective, that is what they gotta do. They really have to absorb the damage from the storm. Think outside of the box, or rather, think outside of the circle.
gotcha pun, but yeah, good pun, Abstract. But right now, we're going to be jumping into our second match of our second series between Group B versus C. Will be on Purgatory. Right now, teams are fairly saturated. Oh, a lot of teams is going to be dropping out that early stage. So they'll be right around Peak. There's right around Riverside. There's some teams going up to Observatory, Graveyard. AV Elite's going on to Hangar, and Genesis All Stars, AXA Dream Team, even though Escape will be dropping onto the side of Rimnam Village. And I don't see a lot of teams playing on Rimnam Village lately because that is a spot that is to be contested with because there is a lot of ground to work with, a lot of loot to be looted with. But on the stream, you can see Raw Squad Yun is a man to be looked out for. They're not having a great game earlier on, but on this specific map, I think they will be pulling out the big guns. And Clock Tower is gonna be having two teams with Genesis All Star, and so as well. I think it was No Escape was no, sorry, it was Supreme Army Forces that's gonna be there. And no, sorry, it's No Escape on the screen already with AV Elites, and they're gonna be duking it out on the other side of Clock Tower. A kick with the VSS, but No Escape has 3 members only on this particular matchup, so it's going to be a 3v4 situation for these teams. It's not then No Escape on this specific round. They are not going to go for aggressive plays at all because they only have 3 men left alive, unless they had some of the breakfast kick back in, that they have full confidence, full force to just push people. Like Shoyu did earlier on with 7 kills by himself, and Shoyu
First
is a
blood.
man that is raised. Oh, Shira gets taken now early.
New kill leader.
Okay. No, sorry. It was hard to get. Okay, it was Shira who takes out somebody, finishes him off. Okay, so hard to get. No, we see you on the map already. But Zeke will be running away from his life with no weapons. And oh my god, look at how spread out it's hard to get.
Okay.
They are just-
Before we continue, I'm not too sure how important this is. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure this is pretty important. But the thing is, we don't know about what is going to be the executive answer for this, because we are right now, we have finished game number 1, which is in Bermuda, right? We're looking at game number 2, supposedly in Purgatory.
Oh.
We're in Bermuda.
Oh,
yeah.
wait.
So we don't. Yeah. So we don't really know what is going to be the final answer as to if whether the game is going to be remade or the game is just going to continue or whatsoever. So we're just going to continue casting this game, but I would like to have all of the viewers know and be prepared that there could be a possibility that this game may be nullified. But we're still here to provide entertainment anyway, so might as well just cast some good games.
Yeah, or maybe even we might receive information from production that we call for a remake, but not now. So game is going to be continue. And thank you, Ashraf, for putting out, because I was starting to wonder, wait, this isn't Purgatory. There is no clock tower in Purgatory. Hold on a second. Am I dreaming or some sort? But
Yeah.
things
To be honest,
happen.
I was kind of
confused
confused
at
as well. I was like, for me, I was like, wait, am I just not thinking right? Am I seeing so much games to the point that I can't differentiate Purgatory and Bermuda? So I actually went online to look at Purgatory's map, and I'm just like, yeah, this is Purgatory. Wait, does Purgatory have a peak? And I was just looking, no, there's no peak.
I think
Oh
I
my
think
God.
I think when we go back with Leslie on the hosting panel, and she'll be laughing herself as well. So she's gonna be rolling on the floor. Like we casted. We're in 10 minutes of the game, and we saw Batman take out Shura, and we only realized that this is Bermuda and it's not Purgatory. Oh my god! And on the screen you can see 2 kills already for the side of hard to get. They've been really picky on their food, because they've been hunting down one by one, and X-Gen dropping really low, pops at the global highs behind the tree. And really big ouch, and 10 HP left with the dream, but no, the dream has been demolished. It's all left on to 2 members left for XA Dream Team. Appears that XA Dream Team has 2 more members left as well, as they came in 3 man into this specific lobby. And this is just weird, as the teams are playing really weird as well, because they're not doing what they are doing the last match. I think the players are confused as well with us, Abstract. I don't know, man. Because
I don't know, but well, they gotta make do with what they gotta make do with. I mean, in the end, we will keep you guys informed. Don't worry, guys. We will keep you guys informed. If we have to go off stream just for the remake, then we'll let you guys know as well. But in the meantime, we're just gonna be looking at how things are going to be working out for it. But to list we'll be looking at AV Elites, as well as the fact that we do have No Escape around. Insanity finds himself receiving a couple of pot shots, but No Escape Shoyu is receiving a good chunk of damage coming from Jabui. And with 1 man knocked down, AV Elites pretty much know that, they have a small little advantage. Maybe a small little advantage. But the sad thing is that No Escape, they have got the bird's eye view. They are all the way at the top of the ridge, and it is possible for the rest of No Escape to give some covering fire over to Hazik.
Wow.
And in the meantime, Hazik with his scar immediately melted him down. 2 men left coming from AV Elite. He have to do with deal with whatever that he have right in front of him. It is going to be a 1 versus 2. So Hazik have to drag everyone else outside of the house and try to bait it all out. That is why Hazik is hiding behind the fences, because the rest of his teams are behind and all the way at the back of the ridge. And I think that AV Elites, they know of it. They know that Hazik is trying to go for a little bit of a baiting action, so they're not willing to expose their cover. They're trying to play as safe as possible while also trying to flush out and suffocate Hazik.
Yep. Fortunately, Insanity tried to fire onto some shots onto Hazik, but have to say sorry to you, Insanity. That defense. Oh my god, what a nice grenade from Hazik. Red Panda, but Insanity dropping really low. Glow wall game popped out. Hazik will go for the push. Right now, it's a 1v2. Oh, Red Panda gets picked up, but Red Panda will eventually get the refrag. Nox Shoyu will be pushing in as well as Hazik is dropped down by Insanity and Red Panda attempting to finish off Hazik, and Shoyu dropping really low. He's crossed down. Hazik is bleeding out. Hazik is bleeding out already, but right now he's Red Panda will get the kill onto Hazik right now. Oh, Shoyu going for the big boy play, but no, he will get taken out instead. AV Elite with 2 kills in the board, and Jabadi is still knocked down and almost bleeding out as another team from Katalestewa is gonna be, oh my god, Yoon just lands a nice shot onto Insanity, and Yoon will be pushing in onto the fight, but right now he's spotted out. Shotgun will get finishing off onto Insanity. New kill leader is gonna be Raw Squad with 3 kills in their name, and Jabadi is right outside the house, but he gets knocked out by Boo. Right now all it's left is Red Panda. Can the Red Panda make some miracle happen? I really think he can, but he's going to be running away, popping glow walls, and he's going to be surviving for those placement points. But as we can see off the screen, we can see one of the members is going to be chasing him, and that is going to be Zusen chasing Red Panda all the way up on the bridge. But oh, Yun will grab the car. Will he go for the chase as well? Yun driving at top speed will be chasing up the Zusen, and Red Panda is going to be running away for his life. He's running all the way into the zone, but I don't think he'll be in time. As we can see, Yoon is going to be right behind him, and Yoon will stop. No, he won't. He will be taking a circle around. Red Panda still running for his life, and 4 members of Raw Squad are hungry for this kill, but Supreme Army Forces is right around the corner in the compound. Judge has already spotted out Red Panda, but Red Panda will be going up onto this sniper tower to get some covers for himself. Right now, cars still being driven around, and I don't think Raw Squad knows that one of the squad mates from Supreme Army Forces is gonna be right around the corner, and Red Panda is safe to live another day. But I think he made a spectacular move right here, because we can see Raw Squad already fighting onto the members of Supreme Army Forces. Judge taking a little bit of damage, but Minex taking a little damage as well. But shotgun going on with Garute. Garute will get dropped down, and Minex with the knock and gets the finishing kill. And right now, Judge 1 tap is all left alive, and one of the members from Supreme Army Forces will be running away as well. They don't want any piece of action with Raw Squad, but Zusen dropping really low, and he has to make sure that he has to have full HP before he pushes. But Minex getting some chip damage. Ooh, Fax gets a kill onto Red Panda, and Red Panda will be eliminated, and they are all on the sniper tower. So this is a fatal 3-way fight. We have Genesis All-Star, we have Raw Squad, and we have Supreme Army Forces. But oh, Yun going in with the car. Car almost blowed up, but Yun will go on the chase onto Gregory. But oh, McCrory will get instantly shotgun down and finishing off the kill. And I like how these oh, Boo, unlucky. 1 tap going on with the shotgun plays. Oh, Susan dropping over the shotgun will get a knock. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Some really spicy action going on, but one of the members from Supreme Army Forces has been dropped down by Minus gets shot from other directions of the map, as well as we have another team that is approaching in, which is Genesis All-Stars. They're going to be getting all these third-party kills for themselves, and oh my god, Genesis All-Star just picked up 2 kills for themselves, and I mean, Supreme Eye Forces is holding on to the sniper tower for their lives. They're holding the ground, and I think Minex spotted our Fax. No, sorry, it's Zeus that spotted our Fax. And this is not good.
no.
This is not good. Danger zone right on top of their heads, and Zeus has to make a move to get inside one of his combos to actually be safe from this. But Batman off screen will taking onto Hijab. Judge will get taken out by Star, and right now Voidface will force himself with the kill and gets himself 5 kills already. Batman 2 kills, Shira 2 kills, and Voidface 1 kill. Hard to get on a roll and moving into the zone as well. But I don't know about these Abstract. Look at this. They're right on top.
They're dead. They're dead.
Yeah, they're dead.
Yes.
And Frank will get the kill onto one tap. Oh, Judge staying alive, and no. Eventually, Genesis All-Star will get the kills, and that's a squad wipe, and 5 kills got to the board, and they're feeling good. And yeah, they're feeling really good already, getting the spot onto the sniper tower with 6 kills and 5, finishing off a kill onto Zusen. And Raw Squad is 1 remaining member left alive, and Frank is standing there and looting. So Yun is the last man remaining on the squad of Raw Squad. But yeah, Abstract, I mean, that was some pretty unfortunate circumstances, as these teams have a big red danger zone on top of their heads again, as we saw from week 2 as well. But Superman will be driving away and driving inside to the zone in the further situation. On the screen we have Special Army and oh, Jabbat gets killed, gets knocked down by Batman with the grenade. Nice cook, but Funds will be in, but Sonic gets taken out by Shira. Hard to get, he's gonna be swarming into the building. Haha, glow walls being popped out.
Oh no.
Oh, this is not looking good. Batman loves the grenade, and they are dead. They are for sure dead. As Batman makes it look easy in this tournament, and 9 kills for themselves. Abstract. I have to repeat, 9 kills.
I mean, what do you expect when you are to cover yourself with glue walls with no way to escape? Honestly,
Batman just makes it look
that
easy.
is just plain. That is just plain hilarious. That is just plain hilarious. All right, I'm so sorry. Can you imagine? Could you imagine being Batman? It's just like, wait, you covered yourself in glue walls? Yeah, you can block all the bullets, but how do you save from this? Woo! Boom.
I mean, Batman is just making it look easy. You know, all of a sudden, like, he just got his killer instincts back online, and auto knockout will be right across the street between hard to get. And Shooter has been taken out early on this game, and Mr. D, a lot of utility to work with. 3 medkits, 1 glow wall. Not bad, but 1 glow wall will not be saving your life that much, as Yun holding on to his life. Not gonna be left
Alone.
dead. Yeah, he's left alone, and he is going to be playing for as much placement points as he can. And I have to say one thing about Free Fire, that the skins are very, very, very shiny. I might get myself some skins later on, Abstract. But on to the game, yeah, Genesis All-Star with 6 kills on the board, and they're looking really good if they can keep this up for the next 2 more games. No, sorry. Wait, is Genesis All-Star from Group B? I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're from Group B. But on to the 5, we have auto knockout against Genesis All-Star, and hard to get is just right around the corner. But 520 will get finished up. Oh my god, hard to get, making a smart move, getting all these third-party kills for themselves. 2 members left alive from Genesis All-Star, and it's all Fex and Star left alive, and Voidface. Batman will get the kill onto Yun, so Raw Squad out from the game. And right now, Genesis All-Star, 2 men right down below, popping all the glow walls they can have for extra cover, but auto knockout is just right in the vicinity. Grenade. Oh, they had to run, they had to run, they had to run. The grenade ricocheted back, and they just got damaged off, and they can't move anywhere because all these teams are converging in onto this compound, and auto knockout. Miro will get dropped down by Fex, and Fex going on to 1v2. And oh my god, it's going insane. And Star will get the kill, but oh my Zen with the big brain play will jump out from the building and finish off these 2 kills for himself. Right now, auto knockout has 1 member remaining. They only have 1 kill, and Zen is not looking really good. But Batman, look at Batman off screen. He's just killing people left and right. How is this happening? Batman on a big roll for kill points in this specific game. Look at their icons. They're on fire. And Kachik, He is dropping down fairly low from the side of Hard to Get. They'll be shooting him down, and Zen will be shooting him down as well. LCMY Boss Crew left with 4 members strong, but they don't want any piece of Hard to Get because Hard to Get has secured a really good spot for themselves into the side as well. But Ganza gets a kill onto Cal, instantly finishing him off. No chance remaining for the Force as well. Gets knocked down by Ganza, and Ganza will be finishing him off. He just went outside of the zone to secure his death, and Ganza will get the kill for himself. But I don't know how many kills that Hard to Get. I don't know how many kills they Hard to Get. I mean, it's not hard for them to even get kills at this point. They're not living up to their team names. And Batman, the man himself, spraying onto Zen. Zen dropping really low in the compound, trying to hide himself. But Batman just fighting for that specific angle with that M249. But members of Awesome Bosco, Kachik, really low. Void Fist will be happening out, popping up glow wall, but Starby will be shooting onto those glow walls to get a kill onto Exit Dream Team. 2 members left alive. Are they going for the push? But they have to remember, Batman is right around the corner. He will be getting to the party kills, and this is not looking good at all. But Superman will be dropping really low. Ganza getting the kill. Oh my god, Superman has been knocked by Ganza already. And this is not looking good. 14 kills for themselves, and Batman has been knocked out by Kachik from LCMI Boss Crew.
14!
Able to finish the kill, and Wise will be right around the fences. With the shotgun, jumping shotgun, shots onto Kachik, and Kachik gets dropped. It's all left to Sawi, and he's all left alone, and Sawi is in a bad situation. It's hard to get. Batman will be picked up eventually, and they have 14 kills in their name, and they're on the top 5 placements. And oh my god, Batman is just hungry for the kills. Look at that. He's just spraying down onto the members for Exit Green Team. Sawi is as well right now in a little
15.
bit of a sticky situation. 15 kills for Hard to Get. Will they make it a 16? LMG being sprayed out onto the glow wall. 3 teams left alive on this map, but Sawi will get eliminated by Void Face, and this is going Hard to Get's game as well. As you can see, the last remaining member will get taken out by the same zone. It is Zen from Auto Knockout, and Hard to Get with 16 kills for themselves, ladies and gentlemen.
As underwhelming as it sounds, and as underwhelming it seems for the last circle, we didn't get to see a lot of Hard to Get's fights. And it kind of slipped off our heads, slipped off our minds, and slipped off our fingertips that, Team Hard to Get actually gotten a total of 16 kills to themselves.
Yep.
Where did it all come from?
I don't know.
Really, where did it come from?
I mean, we did see a lot of off-screen kills. Yeah, 52 points. Yeah, I mean, Abstract, 52. As we saw from the kill feed, I think they gotten a lot of third-party kills, which really makes sense for them. Which, okay, this is the highest score that we saw in this whole league. I mean, Hard to Get themselves 52 points in one game. That is, I think, the highest. Am I right, Abstract? I think this is the highest that any team has get.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of tough to say, right? Because today's games are insane. Like, what is going on? What the hell is going on?
I have no clue, Abstract.
I have no clue. I really have no clue. Baby Argon has gotten a huge amount of kills and points as well. I think, did Baby Argon get 52 points as well? That's kind of like the main question that I have, because 16 kills is absolutely insane. And getting themselves 52 points, I think that they kind of tallied it out against Baby Argon's win the previous game. And that would pretty much mean that Hard to Get will get themselves back up into the second place, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, definitely will. And No Escape leaving out so early in the game. He looks out so early in the game.
Right. So we've seen A, B, and B, C play. So Group B is finished, right? Group B is finished. They have played all their worth. So No Escape, AV Elite, AXA Dream Team, Bloody Head, Genesis All Stars, and Supreme Assault Forces. They are stagnant for week number 3 now. So we gonna have to see how their points is gonna be like, how the leaderboards is supposed to be like right now, or rather after the short break. So that we know if whether A and C still have any chances to catch up. So for whoever is in Group B, if they are not at the peak at where they are supposed to be, and they're still below of most of the players from A and C, that means that they are kind of doomed because they have no more games to play for this week, and A and C can just catch up anytime. And given, Group C, we have auto knockout, hard to get. If hard to get already has caught up with some of the members coming in from the opponent side, from the leaderboards, right? Because I think for hard to get, the only one that they have to worry about actually is Bloody Head as well as No Escape, because Bloody Head actually did pretty well. So as long as Bloody Head don't go too far up the leaderboard, all should be okay for Hard to Get. If Hard to Get manage to win back the second place against Baby Argon, then we'll have to see how the game is going to be like for the next bracket between Group A versus Group C.
Yeah, so as well as, I mean, right now, I'm still interested in the lower leaderboards because all these teams right down below 12, they still have a chance to get themselves onto the top 12. All 4 teams are going to be competing for those remaining placement points as we played out all these 3 days, but I'm not so sure if Eclipse can keep that in hand, because the next game they'll be fighting with a lot of strong teams. So Legend Rumble as well, they have to pick up the pace if they want to qualify. I mean, it's still 3 days left. It's easy for us to say, but 3 days left for the players, it's a little bit pressure. Really a lot of pressure for them. But we'll be jumping into Group A versus C right after this short break. So we'll see you in about 5 minutes. Squad already with 4 kills. Maybe they wiped out a squad early on that we didn't catch on screen, but none other than that, teams are going to be relatively passive and going to be camping onto the buildings, holding onto their grounds. They're not going to make any extended movements, but we can see GF Star Genesis is going to be making a move towards a rotation. It might rotate to the center of the map because they're right outside Catalystua.
As well as, I believe, for X-Men is already down and eliminated. And now we are looking at a confrontation between GS as well as Raw Squad. How exactly is this going to be? Well, in the meantime, we're also going to be taking a look at how to get. They did manage to deploy out their cover and just to make sure that there is going to be some cover in between of themselves and the opponents. But Bosco is just going to be eliminated at his next place. While Saki Stu is just going to be heading right out from this cover. Picks one right onto Raw Squad. Just going to be waiting for the opportunity to just run straight in. And Raw Squad, unfortunately for them, is going to be
the LMG to shoot down those globals and attempt to kill onto the opposing team, onto the Rule. Special Army MY is going to be really dangerous right there. This is a replay that just went out, so Special Army MY has been taken out. Lie in this team, ladies and gentlemen, and the circle shifted away towards them. But auto knockout is right around the edge of the circle. They couldn't have the chance to make a play, but Shoyu is going to attempt to make a play as well. He has the shotgun in hand. Will he go for an aggressive push and eventually get 1 or 2 picks for themselves and secure the top 5 spots for themselves? But I'm not sure about this abstract. I'm not sure about what Shoyu is going to do, but this is looking very dire for Team No Escape and looking very good for auto knockout. Is going to be pinching Eclipse right around the corner with together with 4X-Men. This is going to be a 3-way fight, ladies and gentlemen. Abella dropping very low, Anga dropping very low, but 4X-Men is going to be pushed out. Once will be instantly dropped down, melted down by the MP40. Logan will be dropping down. Abella is just running in with the MP40. X-Unes will be dropping down. Anga will be dropping down back as well. Baby Argon with the back with the third party going on. And Baby Argon is going to push in with the advantage that they knew, lobbing grenades up front, back and center. They know that Eclipse is nowhere to go, and they know for a fact that Forex Man has nowhere to go. They're going to be chasing down onto Abella. And right now, Forex Man is running away for their lives. 1 man left remaining, 2 man remaining in the fact, but Cobra will get the kill onto Abella, and Eclipse will be wiped out. And auto knockout is really in a tight spot. Miro with 70 HP left managed to pop a glow wall right before he gets dropped down instantly, gets the kill off, gets everything up online. He's back to full HP, but he has to rotate as soon as possible. The circle is closing as possible, but grenades ain't lobbed down. Oh, Mr. D! He's not looking good. He's not looking safe. LCM Bosco is just right around corner. Miro gets dropped down onto this stage. I don't think he's going to get picked up. He's going to be leaving him behind. He's going to attempt for the kill. He's sniping him down on the leg, but oh my god, the grenade just kills him off. And LCM Bosco just running over is just running over auto knockout right now. Auto knockout has been. These two teams are confronting each other. They want to demolish each other off. They want to run each other down. Just dropping very low. Raw squad. My next will be dropping really low as well. Just will get dropped down by Boo. And this is going insane. My next will be still alive and allowed to be picked up, but Boo will get knocked out by McRory. Good teamwork coming off from the side of Super Arc Forces 2 versus 4. Susan still very dangerous. He has the glow wall, but not much to work with because the SKS is going to be dealing up. Oh my god, Susan will get the knock onto McRory instead, and Raw Squad still 3 will get the kill, but Force will get dropped down by me from the other side of the map. Frank will be shooting down on themselves as well. Force dropped down already. They have to move quick, they have to move fast because 7 seconds left onto the 7 circle has been moved. Frank pushing up with the melee weapon will be tempting for the aggressive plays. Will he pop the glow wall instead for the push? But no, he holds on to the sniper rifle. Sorry, shoots down onto me. Goals being popped. Will be saving themselves for a little bit of bullets, but circle commission game. Frank has the advantage on them. Shotgun in play. Cal, will he get the kill? Cal dropping very, very low. Sorry dropping very low as well. Trying to go on kill up, but Sorry gets killed as well. Last minute member line, Bosku, and there we go. Bosku will get eliminated and
Mr. D from Auto Knockout from the other side of the wall. They are still inside of the circle and they should still be pretty much A-okay. But they have their eyes up onto the northern side. A lot of members is still inside of the circle, or rather really close to the circle. However, hard to get though. The glue wall pops. Mr. D pops another part of the glue wall. A good amount of shots that's going to be landed on Batman, but oh! That shot immediately knocks Batman down. Goodbye, Batman. No more batarang for you to be tossing all around the map.
only man alive. Right now, as well as Cal, one man left alive in this particular match. I don't think he will do anything great just yet. He's being pinned down, and right now, members from 4X-Men showing up really, really strong this game.
Maayo kaayo. Oh my god, I just learned this new word in Tagalog. It's because H2G just nailed it in the last game just now with 52 again. Oh my god. What is about today actually? Because it was, I was like, expecting more from the lower bracket. Instead, I'm like, yeah, it's, the team at the upper bracket is not performing so well yesterday. And then today they just blown our mind away again, especially like H2G, AKO, and Baby Argon. 3 teams are like, crazily fighting against each other, getting those 16 kills. That is so insane. What do you think about the ranking right now? So before we show the overall scoreboard.
Okay. Let me just pull up the standings that I have about last week. All right. So no escape first, hard to get second, on the knockout 3. I remember. Okay, so I know that Baby Argon went up to second place. Foxman went up to 5th place. Went up to 3rd place. Hard to get on 4th, and Auto Knockout on 3rd. Auto Knockout did relatively well in their games. So did Hard to Get. So okay. So here's my standings. No Escape is still first. Hard to Get still second. Okay, you know what? There's no changes. No Escape first, Hard to Get second, Auto Knockout 3, Baby Argon 4th, and 4X-Men 5th. With Baby Argon and 4X-Men having a relatively high margin. Like maybe at least a 20 points margin or something like that. And when it comes to the last part of the top 12, right? I think that AXA Dream Team should be 12 by now. I think AXA Dream Team should be 12 by now. Supreme Assault Forces should be 11. Maybe around there.
Supreme Assault Forces. Yeah. So by your prediction, actually, I have already calculated a little bit. So I think that Special Army, AXA probably gonna be 12, honestly, or 11, because they were just 12 points away from 12 yesterday. So today they were really performing. Let's see the score right now. I will be so shocked, I think. Oh, okay. So we are still yet to wait for the final score. So I think I would like to have some discussion about the lower bracket as well, because we know that they are super close to each other from 11 to 15. So they were like less than 10 points, differences. So, right now, I really can't predict the placement by, just looking at this scoreboard thing and what have just done by all the teams just now. Like, AXA, they perform really well. They were like, even the placement point, they are like at the top 5 bracket in every game. So what do you expect more from other team like Genesis? Genesis, you have a high expectation on them, right? Abstract. So what's wrong
Yeah, I really
in the
do. Right now, honestly, I think that Genesis did well in day one, but when it comes to day two, they are kind of overwhelmed by the aggressiveness of the teams all around the board, and they haven't been doing that well because of yes, they have made a couple of mistakes here and there. I can't exactly remember, but for the time that I was casting, I almost remember that there are a couple of mistakes that Genesis All Stars have made in some of their games. So all, mistakes have been made, and the aggressiveness is something that they cannot push back against, and thus today's game were just flopped. So it's just gonna reset them back at 16th place, and I don't think that I still think that right now their points away from number 15th place should still be relatively huge right now.
Mm. What about Shadow?
All I can say is I don't. I from what I see from today itself, all the top teams, I mean the top 5, are
Yeah.
just running over everyone. They are running
Yeah,
over everyone.
I know.
The
They are
teams that
so
were
quick.
yeah, they wanted to climb into the
Mhm.
qualified spots for top 12, but
Mhm.
eventually the top team just run them over. They don't have any extra points to work with. They don't have any
Mhm.
grounds to work with as well, and they're just super unlucky. I mean, like how many times did Genesis All Star met up with No Escape, and somehow in the road they met up with Hard to Get, and somehow down the way they met up with Baby Argon, and somehow down the
Yeah.
way they met up with all these teams that are super hungry for that league spot.
This is
That
tough life. Tough life.
that's just tough life. They're in the top. They know that they're in the top 5. But as you said,
Yeah.
Leslie, they all want the chunk of the prize for
Yeah.
the league standing. So these teams are, I don't know, they're relatively hungry. I can't say anything much. I think the teams that are down below are trying their
Yeah.
best, but they're just not having a good day, I can say.
Yeah. Oh, do you think that okay, so before we go deeper into the conversation, right now we have the overall standing, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait for this. Okay, let's see. Okay, no escape as expected.
What?
They are still at the top. 585, ladies and gentlemen. Their total kill
Okay.
point is definitely super splendid because you can see 304 total kill point versus hard to get 272. Even though hard to get is like super aggressive in every game, but they still yet far behind from no escape because they are always on fire when they were on top in every game actually. So as you can see, auto knockout number 3 right now with 468, and as expected, they are still remain at the top 3. And Baby Argon number 4, not bad, 449. It's just about 15 points away from AKO. So yeah, we can expect more from Baby Argon, honestly, because they are gonna play in the next series. And for X-Men Esport 427, standing still at the 5th. AV Elite, congratulations at the 6th right now. From the second page of this overall score, they come to the first page right now. Congratulations with 371 points overall. And now we go to the 7. Bloody Hate as well. Performed really well today with 367. Roll Squad 361. Supreme Assault Forces 347. LCMI Boss Code 343. AXA Dream Team 333. 333. So it's like,
Hmm.
oh, okay, nice number.
Hmm.
Okay. And LCMI Gregory 298. AXA really made it to 11. That is so insane. From like last week they were at 13 and then they dropped to 15. Today they climb back at 11. They are a real fighter. All right, let's see 13. The lower bracket we have Special Army
Oh.
MY 276 Legend Rumble. Legend Rumble is one of the highest expectation we have on them, but unfortunately they are at the 14 right now, 271. Eclipse 260. Genesis All Star as well, 220. Unfortunately. Yeah, I know Genesis also have tried their best, honestly, but the other team are just like what Shadow said, is too thirsty and too hungry for the prize as well, for the total kill points, and to grand final. They, even before grand final, they seems like they really wanted to, squeeze into top 5 or top 3 to get the biggest chunk of money. So yeah, you really have to fight extra hard, Genesis All Star. But we still, finger crossed, we still hope that you still can perform well in the next 2 games. So right here is the next series, and just now, as we have some small mistake that the second map is actually in, supposed to be in Purgatory. But yeah, but no worries, ladies and gentlemen, because we will be having 2 Purgatory matches in second series next week. Okay, so in week 1 we will have 2 Purgatory games. So don't worry, we still can see the teams playing against each other in different maps. So, ladies and gentlemen, right here is the last series. Okay, the last series is gonna be Group A versus Group C. I couldn't say much, but because the first at the top notch, who is that? No Escape. Yeah, No Escape is not playing right now. So we just have to watch out. AKO is in Group C. Hard to get in Group C. They both are on fire. So I think Legend Rumble, Gregory, Eclipse really have to just beware. I think what would you do, Abstract and Shadow, if you are like, Eclipse team in this situation? You will be very, very passive, just get the placement point, or you will try to catch up in that.
Very likely, I would evaluate, right? As Team
Mm-hmm.
Eclipse, I think the main thing is I have to evaluate as to, like I said before, which team is still alive, which team is kind of dead, and kind of gauge on, based on your current positioning, the rest of the player base, which team is still alive. Because right now you only have to care much about teams that that you have to catch up, on, meaning Legends Rumble, LCMY Gregory, LCMY Bosku, Special Army MY. These 4 are the teams that they would need to surpass. So as long as they realize that either one of these teams is dead, right? Once these teams are dead or in the early stages of the game, they can go for aggressive. Go for aggressive, try to knock one person down. If they knock this person down and they realize that it's one of these 4 teams that I've named, they should go all out. Go all out, fight this team. If it's not them, that means it's either Baby Argon, for X-Men Esports, or the Knockout Raw Squad, or perhaps even Hard to Get. Run. Don't deal with them. Don't fight against them, because you don't have to suffocate them from points. You only need to suffocate those 4 teams that I've named from points. So run away from these big boys and look for another team to fight, which is those smaller teams, so that you can climb the ranks, allow them to die early while you claim all the points to yourself. And if they have all died, play for placements. You will win all these other teams based on placements, because the gaps is just so small.
That sounds very promising, honestly. So, what about Shadow? Do you think that Abstract is giving a really good advice, or you have
Yeah,
something to add on?
I mean, it's really, really great advice, because as Abstract said, like even if I were in the shoes, I would definitely like bail out if I know like I'm fighting against like Hard to Get or maybe Auto Knockout, all these big contenders in the league. That, not to say that you would 100% run, but I have to say that if you have confidence into your like marksmanship skills, or maybe even like getting picks off, getting the glow wall plays, getting the grenade plays, you have that kind of confidence and that kind of like momentum that you already have, like going on to the next series. I mean, keep that up. You'll never know. You get to kill Hard to Get, and you get 4 kills, and you get one extra placement points. That's gonna be go up and up and up and up and up. That just that I don't think these teams have enough confidence just yet, but we have to see on our last series of the day to see how these teams actually pay off.
So put these teams aside, as we wanted to talk more about the map. So in Bermuda, we know that a lot of buildings line up. So what is your best advice to actually execute well, or you wanted to move passively, as you say, the lower bracket should be passively moving first, and then maybe when the 4 teams just gone, and then they can be aggressive. So what is your advice in this particular Bermuda map?
Honestly, when it comes to Bermuda, it is relatively, balanced, right? And everywhere you go, you can expect people to be all around the place, those kind of stuff. But most of the time, I've expected and I've seen that most teams they prefer to be in the southern side, and I can definitely understand that because depending on the flight path, Puchinok Factory Clock Tower is a great way to rotate yourself all the way from the southern side, all the way straight up to the northern side, or even at the central side, which is at Bimasati Strip, or perhaps even at Peak. If you land at Peak, the only closest place that you can go over to is Kota Tua, but that also means that you will be running away from the center of the map, which honestly is not my cup of tea. The southern side of Bermuda is always by far the best places for me to play because of the vast amount of high structure buildings, as well as the vast number of trees that covers your advances towards the next place onwards. Like poaching out over to factory, you have some buildings that will cover you, some huts and some garage for you to take cover, and trees as well, and not to forget ridges. Ridges is very important. You'll be able to have a relatively high point of view to look down into factory, which is right at the northern side of Mars Electric. So holding that angle is really good when you are wanting to, scout out clock tower or even factory, just to make sure that, okay, this place is safe, or there is a team here. Let us engage this person and evaluate what we should do next.
Okay. So yeah, I think we have already get ready for the next series, and I couldn't wait to see if AKO or How to Get is still performing at the top notch, or some team actually relies some of the tactic that you guys have talked about. Yeah, I really wanted to check out what's going to happen for the next series, and this is the last two games in today, week 3, day 2. So ladies and gentlemen, please watch out for FFTC.
And
All right, we are here now.
here we go.
The last series.
Here we go.
Last
Abstract.
series.
The last series and last 3 days. But in the end, we have to thank Leslie for passing it to us. And we're going to be jumping right now into our first game of our last series. And here we go, Abstract. Another day in Bermuda. Another day.
All right. Another day. Another day, another series, another kill, another death, another points. I don't know. But anyways, we've got the flight path that's just gonna be drawing from the southeastern side all the way up north to the northwestern side, allowing the players to have the advantage to head over to Pochinok, Factory, Clock Tower, Bimasati Strip, Peak. It does seem like we have a couple of players actually went to Peak, which is honestly not my cup of tea, like I said before. But it does seem like they have ways to go over to Graveyard, Katulistawa, Plantation, Bullseye, many other places. So I'm rather interested. I want to see how all of these teams are going to put themselves in the vicinity, in the compound, how the rotation is going to be like, and how they deal with this bracket A versus C. Because we are looking at the most important thing, which is Baby Argon and 4 X-Men Esports in Group A, fighting against Auto Knockout and Hard to Get in Group C. These are the 4 powerhouses that are, contesting for the second and third place respectively.
Yes, and so as well, on the vicinity, speaking about these top 4 teams, we have Baby Argon and we have How to Get right near in the vicinity, not even 100 meters away from each other. And eventually they might run into each other as soon as possible, because there's not much place to loot for Baby Argon and How to Get. Got themselves pretty decent compounds for them to loot as well. And I think Baby Argon has just finished off Kotatua and will be moving towards the central side of the map and eventually spotting out members from Hard to Get. And on the screen, Special Army MY in somewhere in Shipyard. They're not doing the best and they're not having the best games of their entire lives, but in the end they're still standing strong as they are still they're still in the top 12 of the leaderboards. No need to worry about that, but they have to maintain it because there are 2 more days left to go, excluding this day right now. As we speak, Abstract, top 4 teams and top 4 teams are going to be in here.
It's gonna be Shura against Shura. Although we don't really know how things are going to be working out against them. It is a Bima Sakti Strip versus a Peak kind of game. Bima Sakti Strip, we do have auto knockout players that is relatively close. They can come down over to Peak and deal with the adversaries, which comes in a form of hard to get anytime soon. As for hard to get, right, there are a lot of things that we don't know just yet, because looking at the minimap, there are quite some mysteries, such as where are the rest of the team, where are the rest of the members coming in from hard to get. Things are definitely gonna get dicey, and once we get the game back in order, then perhaps one of these team will be dead. And I have a feeling it may actually be hard to get, because whichever team that was in which was close to that, I think it was Baby Argon. Baby Argon, they were quite close together, they were quite packed, so they can respond to any emergencies pretty fast. They can get there fast.
Yep. And so as well, if these three teams actually fight each other on that specific era, they'll be doing a lot, and I mean a lot of favor for the teams that are in the lower brackets, because the more the top teams has been eliminated out on the first game, there's more room to work with for the lower bracket teams. But yeah, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we might have a slight technical issue that is on hand, but we'll be jumping into a game really soon. But yeah, so speak about that, as we can say, I think hard to get we might get eliminated because on how auto knockout was pushing, and so as well, Baby Argon's just right behind them, no doubt about that. I mean, they got themselves the weapons they need, they got themselves the utilities they need to push. But speak of that, but Eclipse in this particular game, I think Eclipse could have a chance to actually crawl back up into the top 12, but they have to make a miracle pull off, no, they have to make a Cinderella run, because they are right now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the 13th place in the leaderboards, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not gonna make any assumptions, but last time I saw it was 13th, but they might get a chance to get back in the top 12 if they manage to get themselves like decent amount of placement points and maybe even decent amount of kill points. But I don't know, Abstract, like these four teams are about to fight, so I mean, what are the small teams are gonna do, like you said?
The small teams, they have to they will have some problems to deal with, really, quite some problems. But we will only uncover this mystery after after we solve with a couple of stuff on our hands. But well, auto knockout, hard to get, Baby Argon and 4X-Men Esports, I hope none of you guys are eliminated just yet. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to be playing some ads for you guys, just a short little bit, and we'll be right back with you guys immediately into the game.
Squad already with 4 kills. Maybe they wiped out a squad early on that we didn't catch on screen, but none other than that, teams are going to be relatively passive and going to be camping onto the buildings, holding onto their grounds, and not going to make any extended movements. But we can see GF Star Genesis is going to be making a move towards a rotation. It might rotate to the center of the map because they're right outside Catalystua.
As well as I believe for X-Men is already down and eliminated, and now we are looking at a confrontation between GS as well as Raw Squad. How exactly is this going to be? Well, in the meantime, we're also going to be taking a look at how to get. They did manage to deploy out their cover and just to make sure that there is going to be some cover in between of themselves and the opponents. But Bosco is just going to be eliminated at his next place, while Saki 2 is just going to be hitting right out from this cover. Picks one right onto Raw Squad. Just gonna be waiting for the opportunity to just run straight in. And Raw Squad, unfortunately for them, is going to be
the LMG to shoot down those globals and attempt to kill onto the opposing team, onto the roof. Special Army MY is gonna be really dangerous right there. This is a replay that just went out, so Special Army MY has been taken out and lie in this team, ladies and gentlemen, and the circle shifted away towards them. But auto knockout is right around the edge of the circle. They couldn't have the chance to make a play, but Shoyu is going to attempt to make a play as well. He has the shotgun in hand. Will he go for an aggressive push and eventually get 1 or 2 picks for themselves and secure the top 5 spots for themselves? But I'm not sure about this, Abstract. I'm not sure about what Shoyu is going to do, but this is looking very dire for Team No Escape and looking very good for auto knockout. is going to be pinching Eclipse right around the corner with together with 4X-Men. This is going to be a three-way fight, ladies and gentlemen. Abella dropping very low, Anga dropping very low, but 4X-Men is going to be pushed out. Once will be instantly dropped down, melted down by the MP40. Logan will be dropping down. Abella is just running in with the MP40. X-Units will be dropping down. Anga will be dropping down back as well. Baby Argon with the back with the third party going on. And Baby Argon is going to push in with the advantage that they knew, lobbing grenades up front, back and center. They know that Eclipse is nowhere to go, and they know for a fact that Forex Man has nowhere to go. They're going to be chasing down onto Abella. And right now, Forex Man is running away for their lives. 1 man left remaining, 2 man remaining. In the fact that Cobra will get the kill onto Abella, and Eclipse will be wiped out. And Auto Knockout is really in a tight spot. Miro with 70 HP left managed to pop a glow wall right before he gets dropped down instantly, gets the kill off, gets everything up online. He's back to full HP, but he has to rotate as soon as possible. Circle is closing as possible. Grenades ain't lobbed down. Oh, Mr. D! He's not looking good. He's not looking safe. LCM Bosco is just right around corner. Miro gets dropped down onto this stage. I don't think he's going to get picked up. He's going to be leaving him behind. He's going to attempt for the kill. He's sniping him down on the leg, but oh my god, the grenade just kills him off. And LCM Bosco just running over. He's just running over Auto Knockout right now. Auto Knockout has been. These two teams are confronting each other. They want to demolish each other off. They want to run each other down. Judge dropping very low. Raw squad. My next will be dropping very low as well. Judge will get dropped down by Boo. And this is going insane. My next will be still alive and allowed to be picked up, but Boo will get knocked out by McRory. Good teamwork coming off from the side of Super Army Forces. 2 versus 4. Susan still very dangerous. He has to go up, but not much to work with because the SKS is going to be dealing up. Oh my god, Susan will get the knock onto McRory instead, and Raw Squad still 3v will get the kill, but Force will get dropped down by me from the other side of the map. Frank will be shooting down on themselves as well. Force dropped down already. They have to move quick, they have to move fast because 7 seconds left onto the 7 circle has been moved. Frank pushing up with the melee weapon will be tempting for the aggressive plays. Will he pop the glow wall instead for the push? But no, he holds on to the sniper rifle. Sorry, shoots down onto me. Goals being popped. Will be saving themselves for a little bit of bullets, but circle commission game. Frank has the advantage on them. Shotgun in play. Cal, will he get the kill? Cal dropping very, very low. Solby dropping very low as well, trying to go on kill up. But Solby gets killed as well. Last minute member line, Bosco, and there we go. Bosco will get eliminated, and
Mr. D from Auto Knockout from the other side of the wall. They are still inside of the circle and they should still be pretty much A-okay. But they have their eyes up onto the northern side. A lot of members is still inside of the circle, or rather really close to the circle. However, hard to get though. The glue wall pops. Mr. D pops another part of the glue wall. A good amount of shots that's going to be landed on Batman, but that shot immediately knocks Batman down. Goodbye, Batman. No more Batarang for you to be tossing all around the map.
The only man alive right now. That's why Bosco Cal. 1 man left alive in this particular match. I don't think he will do anything great just yet. He's being pinned down, and right now, members from 4X-Men showing up really, really strong this game. He's going to be moving in onto the circle. Show you 1 man left alive. 4X-Men is still alive, Astrack. I'm just going to say the 4X-Men is going to be alive, 4 man strong. They bring the basket in. It really, really worked out. Also, Bosco gets a kill onto one of the last remaining members of AB Argon. Right now, as you can see, Logan with the spray. He will not get the kill, but eventually get the kill. He aced Baby Argon, and right now, Booyah! Will Baby Argon finish to pick up by yet. Now down to these 2 teams going to fighting on top of the compound. Right now, you can see a team firing on Tinker. Tinker running away from his life, running away from Global, but a team will get taken out with Storm down by Little Rumble itself. Right now, it's up to 1v1 situation, 1v3, and there we go! Legend Rumble will eventually shut down.
The bank has 200 million in dirty money and more in secret stolen gold. And we will take it all back. 1. To get past bank security, we let them take Maxim hostage. 2. Mako hacks their servers and exposes everything they do behind closed doors, and I mean everything. 3. People see their secrets, chaos ensues. 4. We leave no one behind. Antonio and Paloma get in and save Maxim. This allows us to move into the next phase. Save Maxim. 5. Now Alvaro and Kelly can open the vault. And all the gold inside is ours. But the game is far from over. They have hidden money throughout the island. Get it back. This is your mission now.
My family. We are winners. And I never lose. But sometimes the winner is the one who lost.
This arm is your father's greatest success. It's for the most precious person to me. Trust and accept it, and it'll give you everything.
Hello, welcome back, we have some small issue in the third series, the last series, so we will be back later on. But before that, not to forget, Free Fire is the best popular voted game by Google Play Store in 2019. So whoever are playing Free Fire, you probably maybe have no idea, you just enjoy playing the game, but actually it's most downloaded and best popular game in 2019. So yeah, it's good. And as well, talking about like Free Fire game, we probably wanted to discover more about the character, because I know like different character, they will have different passive, different active. So probably they will have, as well, a player was playing in a game, they have different character playing as well. So I was specifically talking about Alok, because I know that Alok is a little bit over buff, and as well, the passive and active, whatever that he's coming out, he will be having a music, something like music box around him. So what do you think about Alok, this character, which is Alok is actually based on a Brazilian famous musician. If you have no idea about that, that is a DJ actually in Brazil itself. So what do you think about that, Abstract?
Right. The presence of Alok pretty much overshadows every single characters in the game, right? There really isn't much need, to be honest. There really isn't much need to have any character now that there's Alok, because that 5 meters aura which increases
Mhm.
movement speed, which is by 10%, if I'm not wrong, as well as a heal that is 5 HP per second for 5 seconds. So you can heal up to like 25 HP per use.
Mhm.
So the fact that drop the beat is that pretty much means that all the other characters that's available is not that useful because everyone wants to have that continuous sustainability throughout their entire team. It doesn't stack, but you can use, or one person can use it. Once it's done, the other person can use it. And some people use it in the aggressive sense by using that movement speed. But there are a couple of people who only prefers that kind of movement speed, and it comes in a form of actives, whereby you are able to have increased movement speed whenever you are shot. And if I am not wrong, that is Kelly. No. I don't think I don't think that's Kelly. I can't exactly remember which is the character that does that. But as long as you get shot, you get increased movement speed. Unlock is an active, while this other character is a passive. So if I'm not wrong, is oh yeah, Joseph. Sorry, so it's Joseph, right? Joseph movement and sprinting speed is increased on 10% upon taking damage. So you're not tied down to that 5 seconds. Anytime that you would want to get yourself to a cover, or you would want to even go aggressive, take a single shot, you know that you can go out for the run. So some people who plays Joseph usually goes for aggressive gameplay like that.
All right. So what about Shadow? You think which team in these three groups, which team do you think they can actually play Alok very well, or they are more suitable playing Alok?
Well, there's only one man that can play Alok really well. In that certain extent, with how he's been playing for the past 3 weeks, I definitely have to say, if Batman plays Alok, it would be really, really suitable for him because the way he pushes, the way he rotates, the way he clears buildings, the way he peeks. I mean, so yeah, like Abstract said, heal for 20 for a total of 5 HP per second, which up to 5 seconds, which is 25 HP. That 25 HP will benefit him a lot, and I mean a lot, because he's been taking trade fights all around the map, and so as well the movement speed. He's good at rotating as well. I mean, in overall, I think Batman is the overall player that's good on Unlock, and so as well as one of the members is a XMRD from Auto Knockout as well. The way he plays, the way he pushes is really similar to how Batman actually plays out in the game. So I think these two players would actually be the best for a character like Alok.
Do you think that there is some switch in AKO playing style and gameplay of them in this week? Because I remember in week one, AKO was not that aggressive compared to Baby Argon, No Escape. They all are more the aggressive player, but AKO, from Malaysia, and then they are more the safe player, but as well they always secure in the top five. So do you think that they are right now more aggressive?
I would say yes. I would say that they are a lot more aggressive as compared to week 1 to week 2, and especially in week 3. I think that once the time crunch down, and the stress is starting to put over them, and they really want to secure their first place, I think that that is what is that the motivational factor, the driving force to encourage them to push and go for aggressive. Because the main thing is that being in first place is like bragging rights. You don't have like something that is like gonna give you that much of a big deal. But as long as you are in the top 12, you're good because you're qualified already. But for them, it's kind of more of like, we are already so far ahead in the leaderboards. Why not try to gun for first place by going aggressive? But either way, even if we were to be killed or we were to be wiped out early in the game, it doesn't mean that they will be eliminated out of the the qualifying phases just yet. So they can play aggressive however they want, right? So there is no drawbacks. So that is why I believe
Yeah.
that they go aggressive now.
Yeah, that's right. I think because AKO is like at the top three right now, so probably they wanted to get a bigger chunk, because I remember top between the prices between top one and top three is about few thousand away. So why not getting more of USD right there, right? Okay, so before we are going on to see how they play and as well in Bermuda and Purgatory and Bermuda. So right now we are going to kickstart the last game right now. Sorry, last two games right now. So pass to Abstract and Shadow. Let's go.
All right. We're looking at a brand new game here for match number 1 between Group A and Group C, with the flight path starting up at the northwestern side all the way down to the southeastern side. And once again,
Yep.
a good amount of places that can be assessed by many of these teams. And like I said before, they have access to Pochenog, Factory, Clock Tower, Bimasakti Strip, Peak, Kota Tua. In fact, everywhere except for right all the way to Cape Town or Keratin.
And so as well, all these teams again, as we see, Baby Argon is going to be going up against Hard to Get, and Batman is still looking for a weapon in his hands, and he gets it. He gets a Tommy gun for himself, a rather quite a large, rounded SMG. Because there's above 50 bullets, I can say, for that specific SMG, and lots of grounds to work with, and definitely good for Batman because he likes to spray, he likes to pray. So his recoil control is absolutely insane, and Special Army MY will be right around Sentosa. There'll be another team as well right around Sentosa as well. But on back to the screen, we can see Void Face is gonna get boosted up by Ganza onto the fence to see anybody who is gonna pick them. And right now, Cobra has the info that he gathered, that he's spreading out to his team that, hey, once again, Void Face getting tagged by a little bit. He gets tagged out by Ganza as well. This is not good at all, as Baby Argon tagged up quite a little bit and heals back up quite a small amount of margin of HP, and will continue to fight on towards it. Right now, Baby Argon is going to be falling back, and Hard to Get is going to be pushing in. Oh, they're moving left and right. They're making a tactic right. Yes, I think Ganza has spotted out Cobra all alone, and one of the members from Baby Argon and so as well Hard to Get are far away. It's Batman and Jabat in a 1 versus 1 duel, and right now it's a 3 versus 3. Oh, Jabat is moving in for the kill, but Batman is right around behind him. I think Batman's pointing out, if Jabat is not noticing it, he will get shot by Batman himself from behind, and he doesn't know anything. Oh, Jabat spotted out Ganza. Oh, Jabat will get the kill.
What?
He'll get taken down by Batman. Told you,
First
he's
blood.
right behind him. The amount of trigger discipline does this guy have
New
is
kill leader.
absolutely insane, guys. Insane trigger discipline, as all we know that Batman held on to that trigger for so long to actually make for a play, as when one of the members from Baby Argon tried to attempt to shoot down some of the members from Hard to Get, Batman is there to just cover the flank, and everything is settled down. Right now, Baby Argon and Hard to Get will be splitting up. They're not going to be confronting each other already, but losing one member in the process is not a good trade for Baby Argon. But yeah, Abstract, already these two teams have been duking it out, and one member has been lost. And what do you think about Special Army MY? Because they're playing relatively passive into certain extent.
Yeah, a bit too passive, a little
Yeah.
bit too passive, because they're not trying to do anything to whoever is in Sentosa. And like we said, this is Sentosa after all, and you are miles away from the main island of Bermuda. So you need to get yourself to the bridge, right? You need to get yourself to the bridge or swim across the ocean and get yourself to the riverbank as soon as possible once the circle starts to close in. But in order to do that, you have to deal with whoever is in front of you. Right now, they're just trying to gather information. They're all the way down south, and they're kind of flushed out. They can't go ahead of the team that is in the main bed of Sentosa, because if they will go ahead first, whoever they cross by will come over and bite them literally by the butt, because of the fact that they're behind. So they will end up being sandwiched if there are people in Pochenog that are gatekeeping that bridge.
Yeah, and UAV is right on top of Eclipse, and Eclipse has been revealed onto the aerial plantation right now. 4 X-Men, 4 men strong, moving out from factory, and it's going to be attempting to cover more ground and more loot for themselves. As you can see, running on meds is a bit low for once. Only 2 first aids and 1 glow wall to work with. Not that much, but ooh, Raw Squad. Susan with 7 first aids and 3 glow walls. So it's going to be a healing battle when it comes to actually for a long range fight, which Raw Squad actually likes to fight long range instead of actually being one of the frequent teams on the top leaderboards like Auto Knockout, they prefer close range. But on the side of Team Raw Squad, they actually like to play more of a long range fight because I don't know whether they are not confident enough in close range, but not going to make any assumptions. Don't quote me. So Eclipse will be spotting out to Mr. D, and Mr. D dropping below and will get sniped from long range, and Abella will pick up the kill, and Zen will be shooting on to Zeri. And Zeri will be dropped down and get picked back up again. But Auto Knockout lost one member, and that is really not worth it because they can't get a refrag just yet. And Skyzo is going to be popping up the global, hiding into safety into this plantation. And yeah, things are starting to get out. And two members are already getting taken out. And Logan takes out Legend Rumble Baby. He will be taken out as well. So it's, I mean, one player down for each team, I can say.
About that, yeah, it does seem like it because Auto Knockout also have Mr. D down. Maybe just a couple of teams have a 4-man strong squad, but I'm not too sure how far is that gonna go for them because, for example, for X-Men, they have 4-man strong, and their current positioning, yes, it does seem like it's gonna be great, but when it comes to dealing with all the other teams such as Auto Knockout, even when it is 3 versus 4, sometimes things happens, you get caught out for absolutely no reason, and the opponents will be able to just completely storm over you once they believe that they have enough of that information, and they fire the trigger at the right time. And in the meantime, we also have a good amount of understanding as to where the next circle is going to be. Second circle will be will comprise of Bimasati Street, Catalystua, Clock Tower, and I think a little bit of Plantation, Graveyard, Outpost, Hangar, and Peak. I'm not too sure, but it's somewhere around the area. But being Bimasati Strip being in the right smack in the center, I think that this is going to be yet another kind of map whereby all the teams will have to end up in their own compound once again.
Yup, and Auto Knockout certainly not doing well as one of the members has been knocked out, which is Mr. D, one of the star players in Auto Knockout. And so I mean, 3-man, even though Auto Knockout loses one member, but 3-man can still make the work. So right now on screen you can see LCMY Bosku actually having 2 vehicles for themselves to actually make a rotate into the circle from Catalystua. And yeah, 4 members still strong, and one of the members is not on a transport. I'm not sure where he went. It's Kachik apparently, but oh, they just went past one of the members from squad number 9, and Raw Squad is right around the vicinity. They hear the cars from LCMI Bosku. They're just passing through 3 teams. And oh, LCMY Gregory right around the corner. Will they take a shot? And no, he'll be passing around the 4th team and the 5th team as well as Eclipse. They're just taking a stroll, having a road trip, making their way downtown and making their way into the central zone. Right now, oh, Auto Knockout getting on some shots onto LCMY Bosku, and Car is dropping very low HP, but oh, Car explodes eventually, and he will be safe for now. Sawi getting out in a nick of time, and will be running away from the members. Auto Knockout, shots being fired, gets tagged by a little bit, but not fully damaged just yet. And Zen certainly down onto the first floor, will be scouting out some more info for the team, but a lot of these teams are eventually going to be converging themselves into the central zone as soon as possible, because second zone is the play that you need to be into. It's either the central side or maybe even the edge, because you don't want to be gatekept by all these teams that are already into the vicinity of the circle. And one of the members, I think LCMY Bosku is going to be hearing out a vehicle that's going to be driven out, and they're going to be keeping a tabs onto that vehicle. But as we can see on the map, circle is going to be shrinking on towards the side of Bimasakti Strip, as LCMY Bosku, Eclipse, and LCMY Gregory will be right around smack into the central zones. And Auto Knockout has to make a move now. Instead, unless they want to be pinched out. And Legend Rumble not having a great day. Look at that. They're still being pinched by Shura. They're still being pinched by Miral. And one of them gets knocked down by Miral. Right now, Glowwall being popped out, trying to attempt to pick him up as quick as possible, and yes, he does. He'll be healing back up to 200 HP, but they can't stay here forever. So I don't know, Abstract. Like, Legend Rumble is definitely not having a great game.
Well. What can I say from this one, indeed? Because right now, Auto Knockout, although they managed to have a really good run against, I think that was LCMI Bosku. They managed to destroy the vehicle, and now they have enough information as to where LCMI Bosku is, which is somewhere around Bimasati Strip. It would have been great if they managed to get a kill right there and right then, but in the end, they have to leak. They have to leak out LCMI Bosku and deal with them in a while later. But for now,
Yep.
speaking of LCMI Bosku, we can also be taking a look at LCMI Gregory that will be heading themselves on the other side of Bimasati Strip with Raw Squad in front of them. With this frontal assault against LCMI Gregory as well as Raw Squad, it's going to be tough for us to even be able to tell who may have the upper hand. We do have buildings that's going to be covering for both squads, good enough covers. So knowing how they play, none of them will be engaging against each other. None of them will be rushing into each other's compound. They're just going to leave each other alone while they allow the storm to slowly chase into the current circle and then deal with the problems later on. So they don't really play like a game of chess. They're just going to be looking at how their current position is right now and how they can make full use of their current position to get to the new area, which has yet to be revealed.
Yep. Right now, third zone is gonna be incoming. Second zone is already shrinking in. So, Storm right now is gonna be taking a little bit more. Storm is gonna hurt quite a little bit already right now. As I think the central zone of the circle is still gonna be Bimasakti Strip. But all these players are not playing aggressively. They're just taking their time, regroup, calm themselves down before they even get the momentum to actually push in. But you can see, Special Army MY just came out from a factory, and Baby Argon, one man down. It's gonna be hiding inside the specific warehouse right around the plantation around Bimasati Strip. They are playing safe and sound. No teams are really actually aggressive, and hard to get is still outside of the zone, still gatekeeping anybody who tries to come in. But Legend Rumble is just right around the vicinity. Auto Knockout as well secure themselves a compound, but danger zone again on top of Auto Knockout and for X-Men. These teams are not having the luckiest days of their lives, but they still have compounds to work with. LCMI Gregory still right in the zone, and they are not getting blown up at all by the danger zone, so they're far away. It's gonna be safe for them for now. As see Baby Argon moving into the zone as the third zone is gonna be closing in on 30 seconds. And they're firing on some shots on the 4X-Men. The 4X-Men has to be careful as well. They do not want to reveal too much of their players' info right towards Baby Argon, because Baby Argon is a team that if they gather enough info on you, you will get taken out. And off screen we can see LCMY Gregory will be taking out one of the members from LCMY Bosku. It was just a knock, not a full kill just yet. But Abstract, I don't know. Baby Argon, a little bit passive. Not our cup of tea, but Legend Rumble Baby gets a kill onto Sonic, and Yun will get the kill onto one of the members from LCMY Gregory. And Raw Squad looking good already, Abstract.
Yeah, I mean, right now the game is a lot more passive from what we have saw before in AB and BC. But speaking of passive, I guess that the players are starting to show us something a little bit different. In which case, Legend Rumble have decided to open fire against the opponent's side. Raw Squad is now receiving a couple of flag from LCMI Bosku, and things may turn out to be going haywire for now, because Raw Squad, they really need to climb up this ridge as soon as possible. They're just working on a one-way approach to get themselves up onto the ridge. They're not really looking at wrapping around the area just so that they will be able to get that knockdown, or rather even trying to backstab the opponent's side at all. Zaxxon is going to be the one that's just going to be finding himself in a little bit of an issue, but unfortunately for Force, he's just going to go straight down. Raw Squad is still looking to be pretty a-okay. Bosku themselves going down over and over again. Special Army MY on the flip side is just going to be taken down. Bosku taken down by mine as well. So Bosku, with so many things that they have to look at, too many angles to be watching, because we have another team that is just coming in closer and closer to them, coming in the form of Hunt to Get. If I'm not wrong, that it should be Hard to Get on the far distance. So Bosco, my oh my, they just can't do anything from that point of time,
Oh,
and they're just completely
taken.
eliminated now. With only 8 teams left, 24 men alive, while the rest of Hard to Get is slowly making their way up into the
Oh,
circle, while Baby Argon
baby Argon.
gets taken down.
Yeah, they got eliminated into a top 10 situation. But Batman getting shot by multiple directions. He's dropping really, really low. But Hard to Get has 4 kills for himself. Right now, they're still hanging around outside of the zone, trying to get more of a comfortable spot for themselves. But Eclipse is going to be having a fight for X-Men. But auto knockout, Shura gets a kill out of the screen. And Skyzo, oh, Circle streaking in. They have to move quick. But Forest Man once will be spraying down to the members of the Eclipse. Skyzo will get dropped down. Another member of Eclipse will be dropping down. Abella is the one-man sole survivor of this team. Manchai will get dropped down, but I don't think he'll get picked up because the storm hurts a lot. I mean, a lot. Abella will get taken down instantly by Manchai. And they are safe and sound because Circle just shrinking a little bit, but they need to heal to keep moving out forward because of the knockout shooter. Zen is going to be shooting towards them as well. Squad number 6 right on top. Sorry. 4X-Men is going to be right on top of this ridge, but they need to move up as Raw Squad is just right around the vicinity. Hard to Get is still alive in the game, and this is not good as Auto Knockout is still remaining into the central side of the zone, and Miro will be firing onto some shots onto the members of Legend Rumble. Legend Rumble has to make a play. Oh, nice sniper action coming up from Miro. Will get taken out, but he jumped on, lobs the grenade. Will he get the kill? But no kill happening just yet. Off screen, we can see 4X-Men taking out one of the members from what do you call it? One of the members from our opposing team. But right now, nonetheless, we can see it back on the screen. Raw Squad will be having a fight with Hard to Get, and Hard to Get is still standing really strong. And my next will get tagged out by a little bit. Ooh, shotgun play going to the Batman. Batman gets dropped down, and Boo will get the kill. And right now, Hard to Get will be eliminated by Raw Squad, and Raw Squad will get eliminated by the zone as well. 4X-Men Esports will be jumping in onto the fight on Legend Rumble. 3 teams left remaining on this small circle. Shura on the rooftop, still having the perfect card for it. Ooh, Legend Rumble, baby will get the kill onto Manchai. Manchai will get picked up instantly by around that old barrels, and this is not looking good at all for Auto Knockout because they're stuck in that compound. They have to move out as quick as possible. They don't want to be pinched down onto one spot. But 4X-Men still 4-man strong right now. We'll get the knock onto Manchai again, but no, sorry, it's not Manchai. It's gonna be Logan, and will get finished off instantly. Right now, Manchai all left alive right now, alone in the corner. His teammates are all scattered around, trying to push in onto the building. That Miro is going to be holding onto the rooftop. Manchai peeks out just by a slither. Shura will be holding the sniper as soon as he pops out, but he just misses the timing right now. Bayet is going to be pushing in with the glow balls right now. Oh, Shura jumping down. They're going to be going for an aggressive push, but right now, oh my god, the grenade gets out to Shura. Right now, Legend Rumble, baby. Oh, this is going mayhem for X-Men. You're beginning onto Legend Rumble. Legend Rumble will get the kill onto 4X-Men, and 4X-Men eventually look at the Booyah. He gets the kill onto Auto Knockout, and yes,
Legend.
they will. Legend
Booyah!
Rumble gets the booyah for themselves on the last series on match number 1, which is on Bermuda. So Legend Rumble, pretty decent, pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, what can I say about this? Legends Rumble, they played the patience game this time, and they managed to successfully take down all of their adversaries. And unfortunately for Auto Knockout, they just found themselves in, well, bad spots all the time. Well, Legend Rumble, total of 9 kills. They played passively in the early stages of the game. Only when it comes to the later stages of the game, they have decided to push in and decided to go for all the kills that they can go for. Auto Knockout initially had got themselves in great spots. Their location was great. It is in conjunction with the circle. They are right smack in the center of the circle. But I suppose that they just didn't quite gatekeep their area well enough. Everyone decided and was able to just swarm into the current circle. And that is probably the main reason why Auto Knockout got wiped out. If they managed to gatekeep against Legends Rumble, then Legends Rumble wouldn't even be able to get first place, and Auto Knockout would have gotten themselves with a free 8 points, as well as the first place, granting them a total of 11 points on top of what they have right now. That would have been 34 points for them, but in the end, they didn't get it. They are unable to clinch that round against all the other players, all the other teams, and thus, I don't think that we will be looking at that big of a difference from the leaderboards because of this game. But, well, how about Purgatory though? We don't know much about Purgatory just yet.
Yep, and Purgatory is a map that is really scarce by all these teams because these teams are not really doing that well in Purgatory. In specific, as I think all these teams are like, I think they recommend Kalahari more because it's a small map, more fights, easy to pick off people, easy to third party, and Bermuda as well. Even though it's like a decent sized map, it's like a normal map, but the way the map is created around how the map works, third party action is much more easier, I can say, in terms of like Bermuda and Purgatory. But Purgatory has more of a high ground kind of mechanic because Purgatory, all these teams are preferably playing on high ground, and if you're stuck on the lower side of the hill, you're just gonna get shot off, and unless you have like 10 glow walls to work with to climb yourself back on top of the hill for the specific push. But we're going to be jumping into a game really soon. But Abstract, I have just no idea what happened to Hard to Get just now because they were not they're not being themselves last game.
Indeed, most of the big guns, the big players, they didn't really do that well because I think that the game was a little bit tougher to deal with because the overall atmosphere and the overall meta game was very scattered. Right, the players are all pretty scattered. The teams are scattered, and the circle just doesn't really allow them to play in the aggressive way that they want to. LCM and Boscoot, I think that they tried to relocate themselves just so that they can have the advantage of a circle, and I commend them for that. But unfortunately, too much attention is placed on themselves. You can get yourself to the circle and use the vehicle to your advantage. But once your vehicle is blown up, everyone knows where you are. So it may just bite you back a little bit more. I think that play may have been a bane than a boon, to be honest.
Yeah. So as well, we're gonna be jumping into our second match of our last, and I mean last series. And Abstract, I'm just gonna say this is the last match of the series, and they still have 2 more days to go. I'm not sure whether they'll be keeping it up, but I mean, like you said, way before even all this happened, even like our first early opening, as all these teams are still like the big guns are going to be still on top, but somehow, as you said, if you calculate everything in order, as every team needs an accountant for their own team, they should be doing just fine without anything is going to be happening to them. But we'll be jumping into Purgatory, our last match of the day. We have all these teams all scattered around, all towards the Marble Works, all towards Golf Course. Some even going to Central Fire Brigade, and some moving into campsite to Brasilia. Oh, Hard to Get is going to be dropping down to Brasilia. And Special Army MY is just going to be right beside them. Oh my, oh my. Wait, there's 3 teams in the vicinity.
Yeah. So I can understand why, and it makes sense because normally all these teams want to get their way down towards the down to the southern side of Purgatory, right? The Central Fire Brigade as well as Lumber Mill, but the current flight path doesn't really quite allow them to do so. And looking at the vicinity and looking at who have dropped down, how many players have dropped down, how many teams have dropped down, a lot of people have already gotten their way outside of the archipelago, which is at Marble Works, Quarry, Golf Course, and Mount Villa, which is some place that you wouldn't want to go to. You wouldn't want to swarm too much people in there because of the gatekeeping capabilities when it comes to the main island of Purgatory. So Brasilia is the main place that you want to go because they have seen, I think, 3 or 4 squads dropping down there, and the best way that they can gatekeep is go over to Brasilia, win in Brasilia, and then gatekeep by the bridge. So expect at least 2 teams to be at the bridge of Brasilia, while we have maybe another 2 or 3 teams that is going to be in the heart of Brasilia just for the circle.
Yep, and so as well, Ganza is already moving out in front, trying to scout out further ahead, and Baby are going to be falling back. Special Army MY as well is going to be falling back out of Brasilia, or maybe the southern side of Brasilia, to cover more and more ground. But I don't think Special Army MY has enough loot for themselves. And right now on the screen, our lovely observers is going to be showing our main man, which is Batman. holding on to his ground. Still one of the best fraggers in this league till this date, even though like it's been 3 weeks. But oh, shots being fired out, and Jabat will get taken out by Jabat.
First blood.
And Baby Argon will get the first blood onto Special Army NY, and Special Army NY will be running away for their lives. And so as well, they'll be running onto the building, but Funds is going to be shot, but tagged out quite a bit by Jabat as well. And Jabat holding on to the shotgun. He's going to be attempting for a push, but not so. He's going to be waiting for the team Ajim right by his side. Will they push the compound or no? One of the members has jumped out from the compound as is going to be retreating already, but Minato, MP5 in hand, Sonic grenade in hand, but grenade is lobbed out. Second floor, will he get the kill? Yes, he will. Minato gets Kobe on, and that's a nice grenade coming out from Jabat. Jabat pushes in with the shotgun and gets the kill for himself, and that's 2 kills. And 1 more kill going on to Phoenix. Okay. So that means it's a 3 kill for the squad of Baby Argon and Special Army MY. Will have 1 player remaining. And that is not good for Special Army MY in terms of like you are on 10th place, but you don't want to be the team that is going to be left out that early because you're not going to be having points, and all the other teams that is going to be playing on Group A and C will get more and more for their points. But Funds is spotted out by Batman. Oh, Funds not having the best of his life, and Batman will get the last kill onto the Marvel Special Army MY, and they are eliminated just as I speak. And this is what we call a caster curse, ladies and gentlemen, as we just mentioned that he's going to be running away for his life, but in the end, the vigilante Batman is there to swoop in and get the kill for themselves.
Yep. I didn't know that frag grenade by Jabat knocked down Jill.
Yeah.
Did you know that, actually?
I didn't know. I
didn't
think
know
I saw
that at all.
one. I saw one.
I thought I saw one too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that kind of surprised me. One person, you go in, execute one, and suddenly, boom, you realize that there's another person that's being knocked down on the other side of the room. It was a huge, thing, which I'm surprised that I didn't quite catch that one. Because at first I was thinking, yeah, maybe they stormed in and knocked that person out. But I realized that how he got killed. Like, you know, when you knock someone down with a AK, and then you knock someone down with a Dragunov, and then you go in and execute them with an AK, it shows that he dies from the Dragunov. So the same thing for that one. He got killed by the grenade. His execution was a grenade, so his knockdown was a grenade, and the grenade knocked down 2 person.
Yep, and so as well, I liked how like teams are starting to pick more of grenades, pick up more and more grenades for themselves to just execute onto these confrontations, and so as well making these heart breaching mechanics going well for themselves. But oh, you can see Forex-Man gonna get onto LCMY Gregory. Lai will be dropping really low, Jack dropping really low as well, and these 2 teams are going to be fighting each other onto the side of this riverside, but Circle is really shrinking in already. They have to move it fast, move it slow. Once shooting with all this light, but not letting a single shot onto Lai just yet, but we can see on the other side, View will be rotating around for the flag onto another angle, but Once is still going to be spraying down with this Lai, but not dealing any damage, but oh, Gregory, Lai will get dropped down, and Jeff will be there for the revive, and all this will go on to shape, and UAV has actually betrayed LCMI. Gregory is just going to be on top of them and revealing all their positions, and that is all for X-Men wanted. They want to know everything, but oh, auto knockout against the confrontation. Wait, hard to get, and Batman get the kill onto Shura. Shura, the man, the fragger, has been killed off, and so as well as Batman is the one who killed him, so 1 member of auto knockout down, so down to 9 teams left, but some of the teams are being crippled by 1 member down. So some of the teams are going to be having 3 members left. They're still going to be strong, but a 4 versus 3 advantage is still an advantage, and this is not looking good for most of the teams. Abstract, like I don't know what's happening, and everyone's playing passive aggressive. They're not playing full aggressive, but they're playing relatively passive and aggressive at the same time. So these teams are switching it up.
Things are starting to look a little bit different, like you said, and even in Purgatory, like it seems like Group A and Group C, they just don't like to play aggressive against each other as compared to Group A, B versus B, C. Maybe Group B is the one that's making things aggressive. That's why things are starting to be a little bit different for this one. But either way, things are now starting to be a little bit more interesting because we do have Legends Rumble that have Baby Argon in their sights and vice versa. Baby Argon currently is on fire. They are the kill leaders right about now. So I am looking forward to how this is going to work out. Legend Rumble managed to win game number 1. Would they be wiped out by the opponents here? That is kind of the main question. Because if they would want to stay alive, then they can't go down here.
Oh, just as you said, and Taken gets taken down and not finished off just yet. He still has some room to recover. His teammate's going to be nearby him to get the revive on him, but of course will be attempting to spray him down, but Glowwall gets popped out to eventually save Taken alive. But Glowwall being popped out, he gets taken out, quite a lot of damage, and Jabbar will get the kill onto Taken. And Taken will be killed away, and Jabat will finish off, and Kai as well will be get knocked, and Jabat will get the kill instead. A triple kill for Jabat, gets a third kill for himself, and all left remains is one of the members of Legend Rumble. It's not looking good. Sorry, there's 2 more members remaining from Legend Rumble, but Raw Squad is just right around the vicinity, therefore a third party against Baby Argon, but it is not going to be a workout. Zusun will be taking a little bit of damage from the AK from Cobra. Nothing much is going to be happening yet, but Danger Zone is going to be right on top of these 3 teams, and Nga is in a very, very, very sticky situation. He's right in that trailer, but it's not going to be doing any. Grenade gets lobbed in, but no damage just yet, and Jabat has to be really careful about where he's standing right now, because he might just get tagged out by the red zone, as because, you know, pixelated games. Minex will get shot down by one of the members, 2 of the members from Baby Argon. Jabat will be spraying him down, and two members still remaining left for Legend Rumble. Legend Rumble is still alive and well and healthy, but there are 2 members remaining, and Brawl Squad eventually. One of the members, Minex, has got taken out early in the game, so it's 3-man for them. So Baby Argon still on fire. They are holding their ground. They're not letting go of this particular spot, and Raw Squad is trying to get into the zone, but they're afraid against spotted by Baby Argon, because if they try to rotate, it's an open field, ladies and gentlemen. They do not want to rotate through that. But Baby is going to be on top of the hill, and Nga is going to be right down on the trailer. A 2-way pitch, but Baby, getting shot by LCMY Bosku, will be retreating away with 40% left of his remaining health, and he has to heal up as much as possible in order to be staying alive, because you don't want to be taken out this early in the game, even though you are 9th place. 9th place still doesn't have any much placement points for you, and especially you have only 1 kill for yourself, Legend Rumble. You do not want to be taken out that early. You have to hold your ground. They have to stay safe, but Abstract, what do you think Legend Rumble needs? But instead, we can see a global being popped, and now it's getting pushed by 2 members from Baby Argon. Jabat will be pushing in with the shotgun, trying to break the goal wall, but global is going to be popped. Grenade getting lobbed. Will the grenade hit him? But no, will not hit him. But gets rebounded. Jabat gets his own death, and he's going to be knocked down by his own grenade for his own misery. But global is going to shoot down, but now will be popping another global for himself. He has 1 more goal to worry, but no, he won't be able to pop it, and now eventually will get stormed in by the members of Baby Argon, and it's all left 1 member from the side of Baby Argon, and Cobra in the other hand gets a knock onto Yun, and Yun is trying to stay alive, but he will get finished off eventually because it was an open field rotate. But Abstract, what do you think that all these teams need to do? Because this is the last match of the series, and they have to pick up the slack.
I mean, really, right now, I'm just gonna say it from my point of view. Kill everyone. I just want to see people. I just want to see people killed. And in the meantime, Boo may have actually found where Baby is. And I don't think Raw Squad actually knows that Baby is the last member left in Legend Rumble. And here comes the grenade. He needs to vault himself away and try to get himself as far away as possible. But he has to be careful because he is going to catch up. And of course, he's going to be facing his opponents real soon. As long as he just keeps running and running and running, he should be A-okay and don't turn back at all. So that grenade coming in from Raw Squad has brought enough attention onto themselves because they threw the grenade inside and now they're holding onto the area inside of this house. That means that LCMI Gregory already know that someone is inside of this house. It's an either or situation. So LCM Gregory is just gonna make full use of this of the fact that someone is inside this building. We're just gonna hold it out here and wait for the prime time to swoop down and sweep for the kill. Perhaps wait for them to run out.
Yep, as we can see on the screen, we can see a 98k biometric scope, a car 98 for be able to pick up on that crate. But the level 1 vest won't make any differences. As my boss could still 4-man remaining alive, but no kills just yet. But there are 31 players left in the vicinity. So, Circle has shifted towards the left side of Brasilia as Eclipse is going to be moving forward. But LCMI Bosco is going to be taking the long route and might be able to run into Eclipse in a matter of seconds. But Eclipse is going to be holding the ground. He's trying to gatekeep people. Good gatekeep strat going on for the side of Eclipse. And Kachi has to be really, really careful. He gets shot out, and right now Glow Up being popped out just in the nick of time, and 30 HP left. Glow Up being sprayed down. Force will get taken out by Skyzo. Right now, all is left to Kachi. Kachi popping another Global, attempting for the push, trying to get into those compounds. But Rabina Avella will be sprayed down onto the Global. Kachi dropping really low, but Global gets popped. Will get a bit of chip of damage by Abella, and Abella will be chasing him with the shotgun. Grenade gets thrown out into the trailer. Global being popped out, and right now Kachik is going for a very, very aggressive push with shotguns. But Far Cry is going to be shooting Zeri from far away, and he'll get knocked. Oh my god, an exchange coming out from Eclipse and gets the kill. Skyzo is just insane and gets another knock, and right now Bella will be knocked down. It's all love left to Skyzo. Right now, Skyzo is the only man alive, and let's say my boss Ku has the time to revive all his enemies, but all his teammates, sorry. Right now, Eclipse, one man standing. He can't revive the two members from the back, and right now, Skyzo going in for a spray, and you will get the kill, and LC my boss Ku will be eliminated. Can Skyzo make it in time to save Exuns? But I don't think he has time, but eventually Zeri will get picked up, but the circle is going to be hurting. So it's the third phase of the zone, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to be hurting a lot, and I mean a lot. So we have another fight going on. Raw Squad Young getting a shotgun shots onto Cobra, but Cobra not dropping down just yet, but Boo will eventually take down Cobra. Ganza will take out 4X-Men by X off screen, by 2 grenades being lobbed out, 3 grenades being lobbed out right in front, and Boo will get taken down by Manchai. And Boo can finish off. The pot gets dropped by Yun. And right now, Yun going in for the push. But he made a big mistake jumping out right in the open. And Zusan is the only man left alive, and he is not pushing. Baby Argon has still the chance to re-pick up Cobra and re-pick up Jabat. And yes, they will. Baby Argon still 6 kills towards the name, and 4 men still alive and healthy. And they're about to. Cobra! Unfortunately gets taken out by Manchai, and in the fact that he will be safe to be picked up. But look at that circle, hard to get an auto knockout, has the best positions to gatekeep anyone. I mean anyone that's trying to entering the circle. But 8 teams left alive, and the circle is this small. Abstract, I don't know how is this gonna go for all these teams.
Honestly, right now, Raw Squad getting knocked down, or rather knocked out of this game. Legends Rumble is still pretty darn strong, but unfortunately, I mean, not darn strong, but still with 1 man remaining. So, okay, never mind. Cassis Curse coming straight in. Baby Argon and Hard to Get, they are all just coming in and just dealing all the damage that they can. 4X-Men Esports is going to be the next one, going straight down to the hands of Hard to Get. So things are looking pretty darn good for Hard to Get now. Unfortunately for Auto Knockout, things are not going that well for them because they haven't gotten a single kill for themselves just yet. Well, in the meantime, Eclipse have found themselves with a single kill at the other side of this current circle, and now with the new circle being popped out in the middle of absolutely nowhere, there's only a couple of trees that will be able to help whoever's inside. And in fact, I think there is only 4 trees here, but I don't think that the trees is the one that is going to matter a lot, because the glue walls is the one that will matter. As long as they have huge amount of glue walls, then all is good. So for Yen, just rushing right in using 3-4 glue walls may actually means pretty bad things for him, because he's not well prepared, not well equipped for the upcoming circle. While in the meantime, we do have teams dropping down one after another. And of course, I believe that it was Baby Argon that has been destroyed. Hard to get yet another execution down to their name. With LCMI Gregory trying to get himself out of their vicinity and right into the middle of the absolute nowhere. This is the point of time where the battle of the glue walls is about to happen. Well, Mr. D coming in from auto knockout. The team have currently 3 kills. They need to bring more kills to their name. Hard to get. Currently with 10 kills. Ganza knocked down. Void Face, a sliver of health. Batman, how about him? He's still alive. 5 kills to his name. He do have the dragon up. He really needs to find the perfect opportunity to be able to get a kill right down onto auto knockout. But currently with only 3 of them right down. One being down now in the hands of Batman. He goes down for the execution. He don't really care about the rest of the team coming in from Mirul as well as Mr. D. 1 versus 2. Could this be the point of time where Batman is able to clutch this 1 versus 2 game? This is hard to say. Where is the circle going to be coming in? Where's the circle going to be working on? But that grenade launcher is enough to get a knockdown, and he rushes in. He rushes in to try to revive. And, oh my God, auto knockout! Why? Booyah!
I mean, I just saw Batman just pull out a grenade launcher and just he knocked Mirror down. And eventually he waited out for the reload animation, and one of the members from Auto Knockout went for the revive and eventually gets blown up instantly. And don't think they have any glow walls to work with, but look at the amount of kills. They're hard to get 8, 10, 12, and 13 kills for themselves only in this game with the Booyah. And oh my God. Big mistake.
Big mistake. Why would you want to go for the revive knowing that you got knocked down, knowing that your teammate got knocked down by a grenade launcher? Now, yes, you can go for the revive, but you need to ensure that your collaterals are safe. You need to make sure that you use your glue walls. Okay, in this case, right, if he doesn't have the glue wall, then what is the thing that you got to do? Here's the thing. Don't revive. Go for the long range fights. Go for the long range fight and just try to bring Batman down. Because you guys were on an advantage. 2 versus 1. And I don't know how far of information does Batman have. Maybe he doesn't have information on you. So you should test it out. You should test it out and try to see how you will want to deal with that current situation. If you're able to get the shot down on the Batman, yes, maybe I will suppose that Auto Knockout possibly have that have the respect over to Batman, and he knows that Batman is hard to kill. He's got a sniper. He's got a grenade launcher as well. What else can I do? I can't exactly run straight to his face and shotgun him in the face. So there's a lot of things that you can still kind of have things in mind. You have to look at the circle as well. Perhaps at the point of time, the circle was not in favor of them. Then all I gotta say, that is bad luck. That is a hands-down bad luck over to Auto Knockout.
Yeah, but certainly as you say, Abstract, like, if you don't, when it comes down to a 1v2, and with that final save zone being shrinked down into nothing, there's no possible way for him to revive at all. And the revive move was really bad call because you already had the info. Even you have a glow wall, you can't save yourself with a grenade launcher. No doubt about that, because grenade launchers are strong. The grenade launchers are strong in a game in the game in Free Fire. So that was a really bad play coming with Auto Knockout, but we have to still congratulate hard to get Batman with the 1v2 clutch, getting himself the Booyah in total of 12, and I'm mistaken, or 11 kills in the favor. So before we show you the overall results that everyone is going to be waiting for, that surprising moments, before we even show you that, we're going to be jumping into a really short break before we break down the overall standings. We'll see you soon.
My family, we are winners, and I never lose. But sometimes the winner is the one who lost.
This arm is your father's greatest success. It's for the most precious person to me. Trust and accept it, and it'll give you everything. Trust in the sword. Trust in the arm. Use them to protect your loved ones.
You thought you knew my story. This world is unjust and cruel. I won't know more of it. That's why you're here. They say you like to pry, but I only see curiosity. People call you reckless. I see you of no fear, where others see your arrogance. I only see grit. They call you sly.
Hello, welcome back. So yeah, I have watched the last game just now, and I'm super impressed by H2G. Well, once again, oh, they just rampage again. So they were really on fire today. Yeah. So here comes to the question, because H2G was really performing so well today, like at the top today, because they were not like super top last time. They are like just good, but today they are extraordinary. So what do you expect? Will they take over the first place?
Not yet. Soon,
Not yet.
but not yet.
So,
That's
so
I have
you
to agree
mean
with
like
Abstract on that
maybe
one.
next week? Oh, okay, maybe next
next
week.
week. Yeah.
Mm.
Ah,
Maybe next
okay.
week.
We are expecting that too. Oh, congratulations once again to H2G. Well, before we deep into H2G, deep into the overall schedule and score, I would like to ask that what is the problem of Special Army just now, right from the start of the game? They just confronted Baby Argon, and then after that they confronted H2G. Is they like they are too aggressive, or they didn't find a good spot to hide themselves?
Honestly, honestly I can't quite remember their encounter, but
Mm.
I think that their overall game, overall the way that they play, looking at their play style, at least I would say
Mm.
that Special Army MY typically they have the issue of not being able to make the right decisions, because when it
Mm.
comes to crunch time, there's so many things that you can do, but there are definitely the best thing that you can do, and there is the worst thing that you can do. They're usually sometimes they make mistakes towards the scale of 3. Sometimes they do
Mm.
does a good things, sometimes to the range of 8, those kind of stuff. So honestly, I would suppose that what happened in their encounters is very likely just that they were unable to assess for their current situation and react
Mm.
accordingly.
Mm. Okay. Any comment,
Mhm.
Shadow? Yeah,
Mm,
it's
I
totally
can
agree.
say yeah, I can totally agree with that. And Special Army MY, from the way I see them play, and I'm not sure what's the play for them in their mindset, because they're relatively passive. in all 6 series that we watched so far, but some series they didn't play. But overall, Special Army MY is relatively passive, and they did not play the way that we expected. Like from other teams, they'll be more aggressive this week because skill points does really play a big factor. But no, there's more things that Special Army can work out. So well, we'll just have to see about next week on how they actually play it out.
I conclude this, I think like it's not only skill and tactics that matter, but as well your decision making is playing an important part. As that's true because the last member of Special Army, so I just remember that she literally just jot down from the top of the house, like jump down, and then they encounter H2G, and H2G was like, she jumped down, and then piang piang piang, then he just died. And I'm like, okay, yeah,
Right.
that's a huge mistake right there. Yeah. So by the way,
Yeah,
now we
I think
have
I
the
remember that one.
yeah, that's right, right. So now
Yeah.
we have the overall scoring. So yeah, as expected, probably no escape is still on the top. Yes, correct. Oh my god. Can you
3
see
Oh,
how
points.
close is it?
yep,
Yeah, 3
yep.
points.
Oh,
This means a
yeah.
lot, right? This actually
Yes.
means a lot because of the fact that
Yeah.
when we are at the end of week number 2, no escape
Yeah.
is about 40 points, 40 points above of
Yeah.
hard to get.
Right.
So if we talk about
Yeah.
consistency, hard to get definitely does have the consistency. If they were to continue what they did today on to tomorrow or on to next week, then very likely they should be able to stomp no escape, and they will be able to catch up and win by what, 20 points.
Mm, mm. But to me, that no escape probably is just underperformed this week, but probably they can still make a comeback. As I know one of the player called Hazik, so he's like kind of like he can power up everything in just 2 days or 3 days, gaining like a few hundred points in that just few gameplays. So I am really excited to see no escape. What will they do to confront HTG in next week? Yeah, by the way, their score right now 585, no escape. They are a little bit underperformed today because they are playing against H2G, Baby Argon, AKO. Today they are on fire. So yeah, best luck to you. No escape and hard to get. Remain second spot, 582, 3 points away. AKO Otonoka 518, Baby Argon 481, 4X-Men Esport 470, Raw Squad not bad today 394, Takeover AV Elite. Oops. Okay, let's go. All right, AV Elite. You're back to 7 once again, 371. Let's go better next week, okay? Bloody Hate coming up next at number 8, 367. Very, very, very close. LCMI Bosco as well, 351 is very close as well. Supreme Assault Forces, 347, 4 points away from Bosco. AXA Dream Team 333 once again. LCMI Gregory 321. And then we will have Legend Rumble at 13, 317, Eclipse 299, Special Army MY 280, Genesis All Star 220. I would say Eclipse, Special Army, and Genesis All Star, they are just so unfortunate this week because those top team were on fire. They can't even fire anything this week. So just hope for the best next week, finger crossed to you all the best, because what matter most is really the top 12 places spots, is because no matter how much you get right now for the overall standing, maybe 15, you get some money. But if you really wanted to fight through to the grand final to get 15,000 US dollar. So, ladies and gentlemen, right here is week 3, day 2. Anything to wrap up, Abstract and Shadow?
Well, I'll just want to say that every single team here definitely did their best, and the fact that, well, I think that the one that really grabbed our attention is actually not No Escape, is not Auto Knockout whatsoever. It's actually hard to get, right? Because of their lead, the lead that managed to catch up onto No Escape. So in some sense, you can say that No Escape has been consistent with the way that they have been playing. Auto Knockout has been consistent as well. Hard to Get is the one that that have outperformed themselves and caught themselves up onto No Escape, while the distance between Auto Knockout's points and Hard to Get's points is relatively high at about 70 points. So That is a lot. That is a lot for Auto Knockout to catch up. And Hard to Get should find no issues to deal with, no escape. So, good job, Hard to Get. Good job.
Really good job.
But
Okay, Shadow, any okay? Oh, that's a butt. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
There's
that's
a
a
but.
but. 12,
Oh.
the 12th place to 16th place is still in play. Points are not that far off and not that big of a margin difference. So like next week, besides the top teams that we're looking out for, we gotta look at all the teams that are right down below. 12 to 16 is gonna be a bloodbath. They will definitely fight for the points for to be in the top 12 spots in order to qualify themselves for the grand final. So I'm excited to see how are these teams going to play out next week, because they have 1 week left, which is next week, the last 2 days, the last 12 matches. So I'm just excited to see how is all these lower groups are going to be playing off.
Yeah, that's true. If I am no escape, I probably will be like, okay, we can just, play for fun right now because we are definitely going to the grand final, So they are like, okay, we save energy to the grand final, just relax right now, okay? It's definitely going to grand final, something like that. But unfortunately, from 11 to 16, as Shadow said, they are like so close. So yeah, they probably wanted to really fight hard to get into the top 12 to go to grand final. All right, so that is all for today. We have 6 game, 3 series. Thank you so much, our Custer, Abstract, and Shadow. And thank you so much to our lovely viewer. We will see you next week. Kamusta? Salamat. So we will see you next week once again in week 4 FFTC. See you.
You thought you knew my story. This world is unjust and cruel. I won't know more of it. That's why you're here. They say you like to pry, but I only see curiosity. People call you reckless. I see you of no fear, where others see your arrogance. I only see grit. They call you sly and hasty, but you bring the quick wit. Why are you here? For a bank, biggest of all. We're taking back what's been stolen. And it will be the greatest heist you ever joined. Get ready for Plan Bermuda.
Es embellire la sua montagna. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao. Gorilla.
Squad already with 4 kills. Maybe they wiped out a squad early on that we didn't catch on screen, but none other than that, teams are going to be relatively passive and going to be camping onto the buildings, holding onto their grounds, and not going to make any extended movements. But we can see GS Star Genesis is going to be making a move towards a rotation. It might rotate to the center of the map because they're right outside Catalystua.
As well as I believe for X-Men is already down and eliminated, and now we are looking at a confrontation between GS as well as Raw Squad. How exactly is this going to be? Well, in the meantime, we're also going to be taking a look at how to get. They did manage to deploy out their cover and just to make sure that there is going to be some cover in between of themselves and the opponents. But Bosco is just going to be eliminated and takes place for Saki 2. He's going to be hitting right out from this cover. Picks one right onto Raw Squad. Just going to be waiting for the opportunity to just run straight in. And Raw Squad, unfortunately for them, is going to be
the LMG to shoot down those globals and attempt to kill onto the opposing team, onto the roof. Special Army MY is going to be really, really dangerous right there. This is a replay that just went out, so Special Army MY has been taken out. Lie in this team, ladies and gentlemen, and the circle shifted away towards them. But Auto Knockout is right around the edge of the circle. They couldn't have the chance to make a play, but Shoyu is going to attempt to make a play as well. He has the shotgun in hand. Will he go for an aggressive push and eventually get 1 or 2 picks for themselves and secure the top 5 spots for themselves? But I'm not sure about this Abstract. I'm not sure about what Shoyu is going to do, but this is looking very dire for Team No Escape and looking very good for Auto Knockout. is going to be pinching Eclipse right around the corner together with 4X-Men. This is going to be a three-way fight, ladies and gentlemen. Abella dropping very low, Anga dropping very low, but 4X-Men is going to be pushed out once, will be instantly dropped down, melted down by the MP40. Logan will be dropping down, then Abella is just running in with the MP40. X-Yuns will be dropping down, Anga will be dropping down back as well. Baby Argon with the back with the third party going on. And Baby Argon is going to push in with the advantage that they knew, lobbing grenades up front, back and center. They know that Eclipse is nowhere to go, and they know for a fact that 4X fans know where to go. They're going to be chasing down onto Abella. And right now 4X fans running away for their lives. 1 man left remaining, 2 man remaining in the fact, but Cobra will get the kill onto Abella.